Tomorrow's the big day, Joe. We're counting on you, baby.
HD Radio digital signal.
We can't count on Mo.
Absolutely.
So we're counting on Joe.
Miami, Fort
No?
Lauderdale.
Why not?
Esta Canadá, judío bastardo.
Coming soon to an Iraqi stadium near you. It's the concert festival you've been dying to see. Lollapalooza. All of your favorite cutting-edge alternative terrorists on one stage for one explosive performance. Lollapalooza. See such genocidal artists as Muqtada al-Sadr, his deputy, Mustafa al-Yaqubi, and 963 other names we can't even pronounce. If you want to see a concert tour that's completely full of Shiites, you won't want to miss Lollapalooza. And coming later this summer, it's Gaza Fest, starring Osama Osbourne.
I am Iron Man. Correction, I am Lead Man.
10:01 at 560. WQM, happy Wednesday to you. Man, the pressure is building toward 11:30 tomorrow morning. Can't you smell it?
I smell something.
Well, that's because Duff left the room not too long ago. He left a lingering aroma because of the pressure that's building toward the big book coming out tomorrow. I think that this rating book may be the most cataclysmic in the history of the South Florida market. Don't I always say that?
No.
I mean, once in a while I'll say, I think this, portends our future or something like that. But I think tomorrow is the dividing line. And it's a question of who's going to be crossing that line and who's going to, just kind of collapse. Yeah. Anyway, we'll get into that. Because, let's see, 10, 24, 25 and a half hours, less 2 minutes. 25 hours, 28 minutes. But who's counting? Till those numbers start coming out tomorrow. And I think WBGG could be the most unbelievable collapse in the history of South Florida radio. They're just going to vanish. Just like that station in San Diego. Cheap Channel's going to get theirs, baby. I'm telling you that.
Rectum.
Tomorrow. They're going to take a dump. Now, the good news about Fallujah is that the ceasefire is still in effect. That's what they're telling us. The bad news is we're watching the battle going on with the Marines and the insurgents as we speak. It's been on for like an hour and a half. So the idiots at CNN who consider that you all got the mentality of a 3-year-old are telling us breathlessly that, the good news is the ceasefire is still in effect. The bad news is, of course, they're like having a few contretemps, just isolated incidents. That's why all that smoke has been billowing up in the air for like the last several hours. At any rate, what are we doing there?
Who's we?
What are they doing there? Look for the QM van today, 5 to 7 at Anchors Away at Beach Place in Fort Lauderdale. Stop by to spin the wheel for prizes. And, remember what Duff said a little while ago? You're starting to move into those territories, into those gray areas.
Yeah.
And register to win 300 scratch-off tickets from the Florida Lottery. That would bring me out there. What's the lottery up to, 15 million?
I don't know.
It's the Anchors Away party for the Air and Sea show today at Beach Place, and we'll be there, QM 5 to 7 in Fort Lauderdale. Now, here's the results of yesterday's pool. And we're going to wrap this thing up with 2 more today. We don't want to drag this out all week, do we? Yes. I mean, we could put other categories in there, but it gets kind of ponderous. Which of these people best fits the description of too gay? Now, some of you got it, and many of you didn't get it. Many of you just as usual thought, just name a bunch of people you think are gay. Just name some people you suspect of being a fag. You know, that's where that Louis Anderson, and I want to retract my apology to that guy yesterday. Like I'm supposed to feel bad because I thought he was full of crap. Well, Louis Anderson to me is not like a screaming little queen. He's just a nebbish. You hit it right on the head. He's a nebbish. Yeah. Just a round little goofy guy. Too gay, Richard Simmons. Well, at least the audience got it right. 367. I mean, come on. And get your hands away from my neck, you screaming fairy you. Christopher Lowell, 179, came in a nice second. Liberace, 130, with or without that candelabra. Maybe he was just Jewish and he was celebrating Hanukkah all the time. Huh? Maybe it was a menorah. Jim J. Bullock, after the top 3, it was a real catfight. Jim J. Bullock and Matt Drudge were tied 65 apiece. Ever see them together?
No.
Same person, just a hat for the disguise. Queer Eye guys, all 5 of them 64. Harvey Firestein edges me out. Harvey had 63, I had 60. It was kind of like a real battle in there for the minor spoils. Boy George, 47. Rosie O'Donnell and Truman Capote, 43 apiece. Michael Jackson, 42. Charles Nelson Riley, 37. Claes Aiken, 32. Do we have that bit, Claes Aiken anus?
Yeah, actually.
Paul Lind, no we don't. Paul Lind, 31. Siegfried and Roy, 24. Ricky Williams, 24. He's straight as an arrow, man. We got a fax from a guy who knows him, who hangs with him in the hood, and Ricky Williams is not. Well, all those rumors about him are crap. Little Richard, 22, Ari Flasher, 17. Miss Kamal, the weather fairy, has taken over. Isn't that something? He got 15, and the other weather fairy, Brian Norcross, only 9. So I guess Bill Kamal has the official title now for South Florida of the official weather fairy numero uno. Brian Norcross has been relegated now to weather fairy junior. Elton John, 13, Janet Reno, a dozen, Bruce Vilan's 12 with that yellow hair, Alan Seuss, a dozen, Freaky Carlos at our front desk, 12, probably from inside the building, Ellen DeGenerate, 11, Divine was tied with little Brian Norcross, 9 apiece, Andy Warhol, 8, Rex Reed, 7, Isaac Mizrahi, Jack Horkheimer, Rip Torn, each had 6, Freddie Mercury, George Michael, Nick Carter, 5 apiece, Merv Griffin, 3, oh, he denies that vehemently. Johnny Mattress, 2. Drew Michaels had a pair. Drew.
Oh!
1 for Louis Anderson, 1 for David Hyde Pearson. I have no idea who that is. 1. And no, this is amazing. Out of over 1,500 vote. Do you see this?
Do I see what? What are you holding up?
Jim Neighbors had the big
Oh!
Sal Menio.
Oh!
Tony Geary, although we spelled it wrong.
Oh! Oh!
James Brown.
Oh!
Johnny Versace.
Oh!
And Daryl Hall.
Oh!
None. Those last 6 categories there.
Jim Neighbors wasn't too gay. Rock said he was just right.
And what about Sal Menio? They don't remember who that is.
No.
He's been dead a very long time.
Who?
Tony Geary, we don't have any people watching General Hospital. Thank goodness. And, well, I don't know. So that killed a couple of hours with that, and they naturally that we're going to milk it for all we can, because I'm not going to make any pretense to you. We're just, in fact, I'm going to go along with that critical caustic facts we got a couple of days ago from JJBB, whatever it was in the Pembroke Pines. Today we're just biding time. We're just running out the clock.
Right. Bush bashing.
Because
and
tomorrow
Paul
when it was
building.
Bush bashing and coasting. Welcome to the coast. When the numbers come at 11:30 tomorrow, it's going to be just a wild time. We'll see. I think we'll do fine. We'll be okay.
Oh, we're fine.
But the cheap channel stations, they must be getting real nervous about the reaction of the audience to their crap. And you might be interested in knowing which company acquired more stations in 2003 than any other. You got it right. Cheap Channel.
Oi!
Yeah, as if they don't have enough already. Okay, the first 2 hours today. Which of these people best fits the description of 2 Cuban? We did 2 Jewish in the first 2 hours yesterday, 2 gay in the second 2 hours, and which of these people best fits the description of 2 Cuban? I only started with 2. Ileana Ross-Leitonen and Alex Pinellas, although you may see that written out a little differently on the poll. We just can't say that no more. Alex Pequena.
I got one to add.
Who's that?
One of yours. Ramon Saul Sanchez.
Oh, yeah, Ramon Sour Sanchez. Yeah. What a piece of crap. Is he still going up and down the Intercoastal in his yacht?
With his head bandaged, yeah.
Yeah. Now, on our Behind the Beaded Curtain thing today, we'd like to give you a little heads up on at the start of the show every day. We can take a peek at if you're over the age of 55 and have many pieces of ID. It's Iman again.
No,
Why is that?
No, it's not.
It isn't?
No. Of course not.
Who is it?
It's Kerry Werher.
Oh, he changed the picture on me.
Right on you.
I don't understand. Why did he do that? That wasn't the picture we had of Iman yesterday,
That
was
just
it?
a practice picture.
Oh, and so I don't have any, that's bad.
Bio?
I don't have any bio. I don't have any info. I don't even know who she is. Carrie Werher?
Sure, she's been in a lot of movies. She's shown her breasts a lot. Then she started feeling self-conscious about it and took her implants out, and now you never see them again. She was also in
Carrie Werher. Well, I guess during the break that'll give me an assignment. I'll have something to do there.
She was in that TV show Sliders,
I beg your pardon?
sliding around.
Sliders. I thought you got those at Wayne Arnold's. Is what I thought you got. Yeah, that's what a lot of people call them, little greasy hamburgers. They call them sliders.
Right.
How is Wayne doing, by the way? We haven't
don't
heard
know.
about Wayne and
We'll have to
all
get
our
him
good
in
friend
here next
Hudson
week, Yash.
and that crowd. Yeah, that's right. You guys can get some of that chow next week.
We'll feast
Mm-hmm.
with the beast.
So anyway, that's our new poll. And I got some stuff. First of all, before I see they're going to go nuts with this Cuban thing. You'll see.
Oh, yeah.
It was Cubans! Cubans!
And rightfully so. Suspicious white powder found in mail at Bill Clinton's office. Former President Bill Clinton's office was briefly evacuated yesterday after a worker opened a package containing a suspicious powder, police said. A Secret Service agent assigned to the Manhattan office opened the package yesterday morning. A letter and a vial of powder were inside. Preliminary tests were negative for anthrax. The city Department of Health would conduct further tests, they said. Clinton was not in the office when the package was opened. The building was evacuated for 2 hours while police investigated. The agent was not hurt but was examined at a hospital as a precaution just to be on the safe side, and et cetera and so on. So a little powder in Bubba's office yesterday. Maybe it was kind of like a peace offering from his successors. Maybe it was some of those leftovers from several years ago. Could be. Although we don't want to hear about that because what he did 30 years ago is not important. Whether Kerry threw those medals over the fence or not, well, that's very, very important. Indicates he's just unfit to serve. I got a very, very scary column here from the Village Voice, which I'm going to read. John Kerry must go. I'll get to it. First, Air America loses 2 top executives.
Oh, my God.
Things are not looking too awfully good. Let's take up a collection in case the goddess has to come back to town and vacate her Manhattan apartment. Air America loses 2 top executives. Mark Walsh, former AOL executive and Democratic National Committee operative who announced the launch of the network, announced this week he has stepped down as the network's CEO. The network also confirmed that Dave Logan, Air America's vice president for operations and programming, has been replaced, according to the Chicago Trib. Liz Winstead, co-host of the mid-morning show Unfiltered, has taken over as the head of programming. Air America Chief Counsel David Goodfriend is acting as the Chief Operating Officer, the COO. Chairman Evan Cohen said the departures were just part of the normal growing pains of a startup. Businesses have an evolutionary process, he told the Trib. If you're looking for a shake-up at Air America Radio, that's a creation in your own mind. Right. Are they on in L.A.?
No.
Are they on, I don't know, did they ever get back on in Chicago? I guess they did, and they got to find a new station by April 30th, which is Friday. So starting next week, they got to be on a new station both in L.A. and in Chicago. They got Cirrus, man, and we can call them just growing pains. Do you believe that? No. They got problems. Line 9's going to give us a name, I'll bet. QAM, hello.
Ricky Ricardo is Cuban.
Ricky Ricardo is too Cuban. Do we want to put Desi Arnaz on there?
We
could put him on there. Lucy!
It was like an intentional stereotype.
How do you know that?
They played that up on
Lucy! Lucy.
Not a lot.
He was no Bill Tech.
Then who was?
Although he did yell a lot. He did talk out loud. 1012 at 560 QAM.
Live and local. This is 560. The radio's all yours now. QAM.
Were you drudge packing?
Wouldn't you really rather have a Cuban? A Cuban 59 Buick.
Increíble.
Navigator 59 Buick. A car that doubles as a bar.
Yes, I really would rather have a Cuban Buick with all-new Cuban engineering that converts a boat of a car into a boat. Arrive on shore luxuriously in a real Jew canoe with tail fins high enough to sail you across the lanes and into the sea as if it floats.
Wouldn't you really rather have a Cuban? A Cuban 59 Buick. Navigator 59 Buick. A car that always was a bar.
1017 at 560 WQM. Happy Wednesday to you. Look at the way that Josh has spelled Desi Arnaz. It's enough to make a grown man, even a small child, cry.
I was talking about that.
I Googled it. That's how it came up. I have it right in front of me.
D-E-Z-I. Oh, my God.
It's an
A-R-N-E-Z. Well, at least you spelled them both wrong, anyway. At least change the first one. D-E-S-I. See, remember it was like, I'm sure you've seen I Love Lucy, the reruns. You must have seen it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And at the end it says a Desi-Lou production. Now, how do they spell that? How many Z's are in Desi-Lou?
It was 5 last time you saw one of those.
Oh, there was 5 Z's, or he was 5 years old?
5 years old.
I see. Carrie Wurr has found success as a singer, model, and actress. A Ford model at the age of 13, she was cast in her first feature film, Fire with Fire, when she was 17. In 1988, she appeared on MTV as a VJ, hosted the popular mock quiz show Remote Control. In between her many TV and film roles, she attended NYU's drama department, studied with the famed actress teacher Uta Hagen. Who'd have thought it? Who the hell's Uta Hagen? After moving to L.A., she landed principal roles on the Fox Network's Class of 96, the ever-popular Beverly Hills 90210, and Sliders, the science fiction adventure series on which she played Maggie Beckett opposite Jerry O'Connell. She was seen in the thriller Anaconda opposite John Boyd, Eric Stoltz, Jennifer Lopez, Ice Cube, and in Phoenix, starring with Ray Liotta and Angelica Houston. Among her numerous feature film credits are notable roles in Stephen King's Thinner, and The Crossing Guard starring Jack Nicholson and Angelica Houston. She recently completed production on independent films The Medicine Show and Do It for Uncle Manny, and we'd like to watch. Well, there you go. So there she is. Carrie Wurr is behind a beaded curtain today. Really great news is I got my full test results here from Hollywood Diagnostic Center.
Yeah.
And it said you're still alive. It says, in fact, if you looked as good on the outside as you do on the inside, you'd be in good shape. Hey, we can't all look good on the outside. As a matter of fact, when you get to be this age, because it really doesn't make that much difference anymore anyway, you're just real happy to look good on the inside. I should probably read this whole thing about the total body scanning proceeds from the skull base through the level of the pubic symphysis. Can we say pubic symphysis? Uh-oh.
Yeah.
So I better not read it.
Let me know when you're going to read that whole thing.
Okay. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. Ileana Ross-Leighton and Alex Pinella, so it looks like I got a couple of good pair on there to start with. You know who else we need to put on there immediately, if not sooner?
Who?
Rick Sanchez.
Oh, yeah.
He's a possible winner of 2 polls in just a few days on this show. Few others can make that claim, except only one that I can think of.
Absolutely.
The Mo Man. WQAM, hello.
Yes, Neil, good morning. For
Yes,
your
sir,
poll,
buenos
I have
dias.
Maris Laces.
Mars Greasy Ass.
That's enough.
I hope you don't have it yet. And
Okay, thank you. Hasta que me olvides. Well, no, he was going to say another one, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
Well, one. See, which of these people best fits the description too Cuban, which we allow you one apiece, whichever one you think is the most too Cuban. There are many, many people, I'm sure, who we think are too Cuban, just like the one too Jewish and too gay and too black, which we'll do later on, and too, whatever. I think these 4 cover pretty well, don't you?
Yeah.
Now,
if
we were gonna do a poll on who do you despise the most, what South Florida well-known person do you hate the most? Mo and Rick Sanchez, I think. We've done that many times in the past because they like to unleash their hatred, you know.
No, it's always OJ and Mo.
OJ and Mo and not Rick Sanchez?
No.
Oh, I think you're making a mistake. We might have to do that later on this week.
Experiment.
Maybe tomorrow.
WQAM, hello. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
This Neil?
Sounds like me.
Hey, how are you today?
Pretty good. Outstanding.
I'm just calling about that awesome Lightning game last night. Did you watch it?
That was a great game. Overtime, man. They tied it up with 16 seconds left, Vinny Lecavalier, and then Freddie Modine, the ex-Leaf factor, scores the winning goal a minute and some into overtime.
You know what? I think they're for real.
They are for real, and even better news is Calgary beat Detroit in the late game 3-2 last night, so somebody...
You know what, Detroit, let me tell you, Detroit's got a lot of old players, and
That's
Calgary's
right.
a very physical team, and they're going to knock the crap out of them.
The old teams are going to fall by the wayside, including my beloved Toronto Make-Believes, I think, they've had it. So the old guys, they're done.
How about Tampa Bay and Calgary in the Cup final?
Yeah, can you imagine the ratings for that?
Wow.
That'll
Have
serve
a
Gary
good day.
Bettman right. Thanks a lot, Pally. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon. I'm sure we had how many people in this audience watched Tampa Bay Montreal last night?
About 30, man.
Big hockey fans, baby. They're into it deeply. Make no mistake about it. Wouldn't you think?
Huh?
Might have to play some Leafs TV. There's Jim, what's his name? Pappin.
Hall of Fame. Hockey Hall of Fame.
Jim
Hall of
Pappin.
Record
Ex-Leaf. Don't be tapping now because Duff will come right. Oh, what's that sound? Oh, it sounds like. Yeah.
It's great. It's great.
WQAM, hello.
Neil,
Yes, sir.
how about Gloria Stefan or her husband? I can't stand
Gloria
either one
is
of them.
excellent. Well, forget about him. He's small potatoes. Gloria's perfect choice.
Thanks, Neil.
Thank you so much, and Volati. Volati. Whoa, whoa. Oh, yeah, Gloria Estefan. She can't sing. She's annoying, and she just won't go away. It's one of those kind of people. She just refuses to leave the scene. Kind of like Ellis Rubin. 5670560. No, seriously, just keep hanging around. Hey, Ellis, we know you got a lot of publicity, and go have a good life. Get out of our face. WQAM, hello.
Hey, how about Manny Diaz?
Manny Diaz is perfecto.
Tu Cubano, man.
Muchas gracias, amigo.
You got it, bud.
Arrivederci. Oh, sorry. 5670560. This article here, I don't know. And there's another one by Max Castro. I don't want to sit here and read a lot of bedtime stories, especially now that Josh is back misspelling a lot of names. But the one by Max Castro from back March 15 in Progresso Weekly. And I thank the person who sent this to me from I've had it sitting here, and I never got around to reading it. I think today would be a propitious time. Not the whole thing. It's too dang long. But just enough of it. I mean, it's pretty long. You know?
No, I don't know.
It's called Israel and the State of Democracy in Miami. Another tremendous shot at the Herald by Max Castro, whose column isn't carried by the Herald anymore, you'll notice, who exposes them for the panderers and the fakers they are. Boy, do we hate the Herald on this show, or what, huh? Despise. I mean, the Sun Sentinel is just a piece of crap, you know. They are what they are. But the Herald goes the extra 9 yards to be a real pandering piece of turd. By the way, Glenn Garvin, nice job on the radio censorship and the FCC. Nice job lately, man. You're really on top of it. He's got some crap puff piece about some piece on a PBS tonight about who knows what, I don't know. That's his article today. Glenn Garvin. Man, you are so out of touch. You fit in perfect with that newspaper. God forbid that anybody who's supposed to be like the radio TV person for either newspaper really writes regularly about radio. At least Jick has written a few columns.
About 30, man.
About all the censorship stuff. Although I notice he's back, you know, he's reverted to form. WQAM, hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
On the pole?
Yes.
Elliot Rodriguez.
Elliot Rodriguez from Channel 4 News, which I despise like poison. Very good choice. Thank you. Yeah, when he gives the news, it's always through jaundiced eyes. You know what I mean?
Yellow?
Elliot Rodriguez. That's one of the reasons that a lot of people despise Channel 4 News is because they know there's no objectivity. Although, you know, in fact, back during the Alianito days when Rick Sanchez was actually on the air making phone calls to the cell phone in that car, do you realize, no, seriously, you talk about number one being interfering, number two having no credibility whatsoever. I mean, being so emotionally wrapped up in the whole thing that he's making editorial comments on air as he's going along and trying to call him, turn around and go back, the meeting's been canceled, which turned out to be bogus. Bad information, and luckily they either weren't answering the cell phone or they were busy ordering Happy Meals for Alianito for when he got to Sister Jean, the Dancing Machine's palace. Wow. What a sad state of affairs, you know? South Florida's got so much potential. Beautiful beaches, beautiful palm trees, the ocean, all of these things, you know?
All of these things.
Right. Man, if we could just arrange a people transplant, it would be dang pleasant. And, you know, I mean, there are certain months like July and August when we could live without it. A little bit too hot and humid, mosquitoes the size of bowling balls. But other than that, it could be fabulous, if you pardon that rather fey expression.
Paradise.
It could be paradise.
Absolutely.
Without him. Which of these people best fits the description of too Cuban? Ileana Ross-Layton and Scott.
About 30, man.
Alex Pinellas, 15. Desi Arnaz, that spelling is closer, 6. Maris Greasy has 4. Ramon Saul Sanchez, 3. Rick Sanchez, 3. Gloria Estefan, 1. And Manny Diaz is going to move up the ladder soon.
We're Sports Radio 560. QAM.
Oh! 10:31. How could we have gone this long and not had him on there already?
I thought of it.
How about she's on there right now, though? Joe Carroyo. I can't wait to see how Josh spells that. And now Eric emails me with kind of a caustic note here about how he changes the picture in the Behind the Beaded Curtain 9:30 every morning.
Okay.
Kind of a little shot there. I'm almost positive that was not the same picture of Iman that we had on there yesterday.
I don't know.
It was a different one. I could be wrong about that. I'm pretty sure.
The first one. By the way, Desi Arnaz is spelled correctly on the poll, so I don't know.
It is now.
When you
so you don't know what?
What you were talking about is what I was going to say. When you said that he almost has it spelled right before the break.
Oh well, I don't know.
Okay.
All I know is that there is no Z in Desilu. At any rate, now see, you threw me off course there. And by the way, it's not 9:30 every morning, it's more like 9:45. Not that it makes any difference, but let's get it right, okay? If you want to nitpick and start a big song and dance about the pictures behind it, you're doing a wonderful job, Eric. Just calm down a little bit. Some of those really good breakfast burritos with cheese are very, very good for you.
That does sound good.
Stabilizes blood sugar. The ones from Burger King, what do they call those?
From Burger King? Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought we knew each other.
No, they're breakfast.
I'll take your
That's the only good
it.
thing they have. What the hell do they call those? Those are crow sandwiches.
I thought that was Dunkin' Donuts.
No, it's a crow sandwich. It has bacon, cheese, and of course you don't want the egg. Ooh.
Yeah.
Bacon and cheese.
Right,
and a
no,
croissant.
yeah. Instead
They're
of
very
a
good.
muffin, they have a croissant. I
That's
guess
the only thing in the world that you want at Burger King is a croissant sandwich with the bacon, cheese, hold the egg. Because that thing it never even knew an egg, much less resembled one. MoveOn.org, you better check this out. May 8th, hundreds of grassroots groups and tens of thousands of us will join forces in the biggest one-day voter mobilization effort in American history, says my email. Together we'll contact over 1 million voters and register over 250,000 folks to vote. We'll also prove to Republicans and the media that while President Bush may have more money, we have the people power to win. This effort builds on the more than 7 million hours Move On members pledged in 50 for the Future fundraising campaign, and it goes on to tell what you can do and what it's all about, and et cetera and so on. MoveOn.org. When in doubt, check it out, please. John Kerry must go. Note to Democrats, it's not too late to draft anyone else, says James Ridgway. It's on our website. It was in the Village Voice. With the air gushing out of John Kerry's balloon, it may only be a matter of time until political insiders in Washington face the dread reality that the junior senator from Massachusetts doesn't have what it takes to win and has got to go. As arrogant and out of it as the Democratic political establishment is, even these polls know the party's got to have someone to run against George Bush. They can't exactly expect the president to self-destruct into thin air. With growing issues over his wealth, which makes fellow plutocrat Bush seem a charity case by comparison, the miasma over his medals and ribbons, or ribbons and medals, his uninspiring record in the Senate, yes war nowhere, and wishy-washy efforts to mimic Bill Clinton's triangulation gimmickry, the protractor factor, Kerry sinks day by day. The pros all know that the candidate who starts each morning by having to explain himself is a goner. What to do? Look for the dem biggies, whoever they are these days, to sit down with the rich and arrogant presumptive nominee and try to persuade him to take a hike. They can then return to business as usual, resurrecting John Edwards, who's still hanging around, or staging an open convention in Boston, or both. If things proceed as they are, the dim-bulb Democratic leaders are going to be very sorry they screwed Howard Dean, is what it said. On the one hand, you really don't want to read that. On the other hand, you're saying, well, haven't I been saying that the last few days? Yeah. Mm-hmm. That he's leaving me really limp. But at any rate, just pass that along for your information. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. Which of these people best fits the description? Too Cuban. WQAM, hello. Not there. WQAM, hello.
Yes, I want to add somebody to your poll, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Lincoln Diaz-Balart.
Beautiful choice. Anybody with that last name.
Yes, definitely. And also, remember, we have to ban the Bush brothers.
Okay.
Bye.
See ya. We like the Blues Brothers, we just don't like the Bush Brothers. Right?
Right. Or Brooks Brothers.
We like the Brooks Brothers, too. And Greg likes their suits. In fact, that's about the only kind of suit he likes. Lincoln Diaz-Balart. That's with a hyphen, by the way. I'm sure you're aware of that, Josh. There's a hyphen in there. And it's not between the Lincoln and the Diaz. Hey, listen, I'm just trying to, help him along here. He's not too familiar with this big stuff.
Bell and the art.
Let's see. Ileana Ross-Layton's got 40. Alex Pinellas, 22. Maris Grisias Gonzalez, 13. Desi Arnaz, we have it spelled right now, 9. Rick Sanchez, 7. Gloria Estefan, 6. Ramon Saul Sanchez, 5. Elliot Rodriguez from Channel 4, We Lose in News, 1. Manny Diaz and Joe Carroyo out of 103 votes have none. They got the big so far. That's amazing. Although Joe Carroyo just went on there. And Lincoln Diaz-Balart will be on there momentarily, I'm sure. Once Josh figures out where the hyphen goes, where to stick it.
He's going to put several all through.
Just to be on the safe side. Not a bad idea. In fact, it's like us. We put a lot of, bleeps. Just, not necessarily they belong there, just to keep Duff calm down. WQAM, hello.
Uncle Neil.
Yes, sir.
Hey, how you doing?
Pretty good.
My vote was going to be for Ileana Ross-Layton, but since you already had it on, I got one that won't make your poll. She's no celebrity. It's my brother's girlfriend. She's Cuban. She wouldn't have sex with him for 3 weeks. You know why? Because the tarot card guy told her not to.
Right.
These Cubans, you can't believe how superstitious they are. They visit their brujerias and their witch doctors.
Where you get your pastries.
Oh, man, you better not let them near any of your personal items. They'll put a curse on you.
Exactly. I think they already have. Okay, thanks for the good news, pal. I see you. How do you like that? Now, what was the guy that somebody mentioned to me yesterday?
I don't remember.
The psychic guy. Oh, come on.
Hugo Chavez.
He was on the limp wrist poll that we took, the second one. He was on some poll.
I don't know. Spicarachi.
Yeah, that was who it was. Spicarachi, man, with his tarot cards and magnetic bracelets. He's kin to Miss Cleo, I bet. 560. Now, I'm curious about one thing. When we do the one later on about people who are too black,
Yeah.
I guess that includes anybody of black skin, dark skin.
I don't know what you mean.
Well, I'm making the difference between the so-called African Americans and like Jamaicans
Yeah, man.
and Haitians,
Yeah, man.
etc. All of these things.
I thought the idea was to go for the most professionally ethnic of whatever it is.
Right.
So if you're a professionally ethnic Jamaican, then you must qualify.
I see.
Although I don't
Okay.
know anybody like that.
Thanks for clarifying that. Now we don't know any of them, but we'll probably hear from one. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T line. WQAM, hello.
Yes, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Why don't you put on a poll 2/3 of the city of Miami?
Oh.
How do you spell that?
With an M. Or just with as a U, as in U.S. Yeah, we put the U in U.S. Not USA, just U.S., us. Cubans is us. That's our new store we're going to be opening right at the Dade Broward line. Hey, listen, you can't keep running away, man. You can't keep running away. You got to stay right there in South Florida where you people are. Like that guy at the airport. Oh, you like it up there in Toronto, huh? No Cubans. I should have said, yeah, you're right. Good point. And see the look on his puss then. WQAM, hello.
Neil,
Yes, sir.
somebody that definitely needs to be on your poll. I mean, this guy's a professional victim, and for a millionaire, it doesn't come off quite right. Jose Canseco.
Jose Canseco, good. And thank God we got him out of town.
See ya.
Thanks. Got him? Jose Canseco. Now, Josh will know that because it's a sports thing.
Is he Cuban? I didn't have any idea.
You didn't know that? We got a
Please.
street named after him in Dade County. Do you think anybody who's not Cuban who's like, I mean, do we have like Jose Marti Boulevard? Maybe we do.
Ronald Reagan Street Avenue.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Hispanics. What Hispanics have we named streets, boulevards, avenues, all of these things after? Other than Cubans.
Right.
Oh, look at that. Calgary 3, Detroit 2, final score.
Game winner, the Flames lead that
All right. Go down Wings, man, fast. All those phony Detroit fans and stuff. Oh, you're wrong, Neil, you're wrong. Yeah, sure. They wouldn't know Steve Eiserman from,
Why?
the Y-Man. The I-Man. How's the I-Man doing, by the way? Is he still dead? 20 before 11 at 560 WQM. And like I said, we're just waiting until 11:30 tomorrow morning. If you're expecting grade A material today, forget about it.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Ross Laidman, and I like scrubbing my smelly gorilla ass with soap made from Jules and listening to the Neil Roque Comunista Hour.
We are the arrogant Cubans of Miami.
Increíble.
When we don't get our way, we stamp our feet. You will grant us our demands or we'll get angry and resort to blocking traffic in the street. We know that Gilligan came from a bigger island, but we're the most important people in our minds. Alien! The favorite Jesus! We unite and fight for Cuban causes. On cue with the news, cameras red, flashing lights. Action! Yes, we're the most important people in the universe. At least as far north as the Miami-Dade County line.
You turd. 1046 at 560 WQAM. Which of these people best fits the description? Too Cuban. Which would be a great lead into that Max Castro thing. I'll do it next hour. It's long. Israel and the State of Democracy in Miami. Max Castro, he's the best writer that the Herald ever had. You know, they got Carl Hyson. They've had some good people over the years. But Max Castro was the greatest because he actually had the balls to tell the truth.
That the Herald ever had fired?
You're right. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir. Pretty good.
I can't believe it. Nobody said this yet. Christina, the talk show host?
Christina.
Yeah.
She's pretty Cuban, man.
And I got another one for you.
Pretty ugly, too, yes.
Mr. I love you, Miami. Levon Hernandez.
Levon Hernandez. Yeah. I love you, Miami. Yeah, that was disgusting. Of course, now he's out of town. Levon Hernandez, 2 Cuban. Got it?
Got it.
Okay. So far, Ileana, nobody can touch her. I like the spelling on that one, though. Ileana Ross-Leighton. We got like 7 or 8 R's. 69 votes for old Ileana. I wonder how Dexter's face is healing up. You don't even know Dexter Leighton, do you?
Not personally, no.
Ileana, 71. Maris Grecias, 29. Alex Pinellas, 28. Ricky Tiki Sanchez, 16. I'm a little disappointed in him. I thought he'd be zooming up that list. Desi Arnaz, 14. Gloria Stefan, 9. Ramon Saul Sanchez, 8. Joe Carroyo, 4. Just went on there. He'll start making a big move. You'll see. A big movement coming from Joe. Don't be near it when it happens. Lincoln Diaz Ballard, spelled correctly, 3. All right. Elliot Rodriguez, 1. Manny Diaz, 1. And Jose Canseco, he don't have any out of 184. He's small potatoes now. Out of sight, out of mind. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
I don't know which station he's on, but the best Cuban tacos is Francisco Arruga.
Oh, yeah, Francisco Arruca. He's too Cuban for me. You're right. Thank you. Francisco. Now, did we get Christine on there, or did I skip over that too fast?
Francisco Arruca is the best radio show on AM. And what time is he on?
I don't
Oh,
know.
A reminder,
man.
he's a Cuban establishment basher, which is why
I know that. I know that. He's a good guy.
Right.
He's somebody we like, so let's not put him on there. Maybe when we do Who's Not Cuban Enough.
Right.
Who's not Jewish enough? Who's not gay enough?
For the likes of them.
Right. Like Rock Hudson wouldn't have been gay enough, although the fact he looked pretty good, they would have liked him anyway, the professional queens. 5670560, pound 560. Oh, speaking of that kind of thing, Elton John says American Idol vote is racist. That's what she's saying. British rock star Elton John, a guest judge this month on U.S. Talent Hunt's TV series American Idol, said yesterday that he found the voting by the national viewing audience incredibly racist. John, who heard the wannabe pop stars perform his songs during an appearance on the Fox TV show, added his voice to a chorus of dissent that followed last week's shock exit of black vocalist Jennifer Hudson, considered one of the top talents among those vying for a recording contract. The 3 people I was really impressed with, and they just happened to be black young female singers, and they all seem to be landing in the bottom 3, said John, commenting on the tally in which the lowest vote getter is eliminated. They have great voices, she said. The fact that they're constantly in the bottom 3, and I don't want to set myself up here, but I find it incredibly racist, Ms. John said at a news conference promoting her Radio City Music Hall concert backed by an orchestra of students from London's Royal Academy of Music and the Juilliard School of New York. The show often gets more than 20 million people voting. The other 2 singers grouped in the bottom 3 of the 7 remaining American Idol finalists last week were black divas LaToya London and Fantasia Barrino. The results moved show host Ryan Seacrest to remind viewers that the series was a talent hunt and not a popularity contest. America, don't forget you have to vote for the talent, Seacrest said before closing the show. You can't let talent like this slip through the cracks. Fox TV declined to comment. Black crooner Ruben Studdard won the top prize last year. But things are changing now a little bit, looks like. So Ms. John is all bent out of shape. Good thing, though, he's an acrobat. That's what he tells us. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. See, I just say the lines to myself, the ones I can't say anymore. And I get kind of like a silent, silent chuckle out of them. I can't say them on the air anymore. No.
Same on the inside.
No. WQAM, hello.
How about Celia Cruz, my friend?
Celia Cruz is excelente. Muchas gracias. There he goes. Wow. Celia Cruz. Out of sight, out of mind. She is gonna, you'll see. Well, although I don't know. Is she gonna move up? Or?
I am Celia Cruz and I am dead now.
Well, that's good. That's one less thing to worry about, you know what? When are we gonna finally get rid of that thing?
They have operations.
Look for the QM van today, 5 to 7 at Anchors Away at Beach Place in Fort Lauderdale. Stop by to win a wheel for prizes and register to win 300 scratch-off tickets from the Florida Lottery, which is a major ripoff, by the way. It's at the Anchors Away party for Air and Sea Show today at Beach Place. Yeah, the lottery is with that annuity crap, you know. Just give us a lump sum. If we win $15 million, give us the $15 million. No taxes like they do here in Canada, and just give us the lump sum and not this annuity crap. What a ripoff that is. It's like saying, we're going to hang on to your money that you supposedly think you're getting. We'll give you like a little lump in the beginning. Somebody ought to give them a lump. Oh, just in, gunfire explosions erupting in Fallujah. You know how many hours? About 3 hours they've had it on there. Just in on CNN. They're just relentless. Like it's breaking news. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
How about that jailbird mayor of Hialeah, Raul Martinez, huh?
Raul Martinez.
Yeah.
Good one?
Yeah, okay. Have a good one,
Thank you so
man.
much. You too.
Right,
you too, amigo. Raul Martinez. See, I have to pause there because you got Raul Sanchez and Raul Martinez and Elian Gonzalez and
Maris Macy's.
And Maris Greasy-ass Gonzalez. Lazaro Gonzalez. Wow. I thought Gonzalez was like more of a Mexican name than Cuban. Am I wrong? I guess I'm wrong.
No, you're not.
It is?
But you're correct.
Like Martinez.
Nevertheless, it's still big.
Martinez?
Right.
I mean, Raul Martinez happens to be Cuban, but Martinez, I would say 95% of the time would be Mexican.
I think you might be right.
And what would be like a Rican name? What are Puerto Ricans' name? I don't want no smart-ass comment from you,
No.
Puerto Rican bashing fool.
Sanchez.
Sanchez is Rican?
I met a lot of Rican
Don't tell me
Sanchez's.
Ricky Ticky Sanchez is Puerto Rican. We know better than that.
I wish.
Cause he, like I wish Bob Kunst were straight. Yeah. I mean, can't we get rid of some of these people? Don't we have enough baggage to carry already? We don't want some of these people in our flock.
Let's recategorize them.
Right. 5670560, pound like Freaky Carlos out there at the front desk. Oh, what's the category for that? We can't say it. WQAM, hello.
Category.
Hello?
QAM. Yes, sir.
Well, this is Anthony. I have a name for your poll.
Lay it on us, Anthony.
Okay, it's my wife put a little Ilian, the boy that floated over, and also El Gato from Miami Vice series.
Okay. Thanks, Pally.
All right, thank you.
Now, what are you? Elian Gonzalez is too Cuban. Now, what are you groaning about the other one? I don't know what he's talking.
Some character from some TV show?
Well, don't worry about that. We're not going to put that on there. Just realize, why do you take these things so to heart?
I am?
Yeah, it sounded like it to me. It sounded like you were groaning. Right.
Stupid comment, and I doubled
But
over
why?
in pain.
Oh, the guy was a good guy. He would meant well.
No, he didn't.
meant well. Now he feels bad because you ripped him in the
Good.
ass. He sounded okay to me. He sounded like he never stole a freight train.
How
And
do you
you're starting to sound like Eric now, man.
Oh,
You've been
I can
hanging
do a
around with
better
him
job
too
than that.
long. Whoa, gee, I change the picture at 9:30 in the morning every day like I do every day, Neil. Whoa, where's my croissant sandwich with cheese? Man, just too
sounds good.
emotional. But just be more calm like me, okay? Yeah, just calm down. Be a little more level-headed like me. Not an emotional basket case. I've taught you people anything over all of these years, these 500 years I've been sweating over this smelly microphone. I better get the Lysol spray out. That's the one good thing about having this studio is nobody else is sitting here with their germs all over this mic.
You could get that extra toothbrush and brush the microphone.
Oh, yeah, thanks to George and to Josh, who teamed up to get me, by hook or by crook, my 2 Radius toothbrushes up here.
4 different people to get you.
Right. That's because QM is too much of a bunch of cheap bastards to pay for the FedEx to send it up here. Man, oh man, you people, wow. Wait till you start seeing his expense tickets coming in.
That could have
Like
been
this
a movie.
drum. I just got to change the drum. It's coming today from Office Depot. Wait till you see. That's going to be $300 Canadian. That's about 210, 220 plus the GST and PST and all this other crap.
Flight of the Radius tonight.
Right.
Fox.
The Flight of the Radius, and I got a pair. How do you like that? So stick that in your pipe and eat it in accounting there at the Beasley Broadcasting. You cheap bastards, you.
Live and local. We're Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Only in the Banana Republic, baby. Only in Miami.
Get away and feel the release. Smell the fresh sea air. Take in the unparalleled experience of Cuban rafting on Big Atlantic. It's like a vacation, away from your troubles, your life back home. You're the skipper on a journey to a better place. The only thing between you and your destination is whatever nature has planned for you that day. Unpredictable, breathtaking, life-threatening. Cuban rafting on Big Atlantic. Row your way to something better. Row faster. No, faster. Here come the sharks. You gotta row much faster than that. Row, damn it. Paid for by the U.S. Navy.
Okay, I forgot to do the spot before the break because you got me so whipped up into a frenzy about something which I forgot already.
Yeah, all good.
Let's face it, you've been hearing me talk about Fast Train for a long time now. Probably wondered every now and then if it makes sense for you. Well, the facts are simple. If you have the dedication, Fast Train can provide you with the necessary training and help you achieve your new high-paying computer career. And the best part of the deal is they can do it in just 4 short months by the end of the summer. In just a short time, you can be on your way to a big, high-paying career. Fast Train's got day, night, and weekend classes, financial assistance for people who qualify. And once you complete your classes, Fast Train can even assist you in obtaining a new computer job. They'll help you out. It's really that easy. So pick up that phone and call them today and get yourself started. Get out of that rut that your life is in right now. Call Fast Train toll-free, 1-866-FAST-TRAIN. And with 7 locations in Florida, there's bound to be one nearby you. They're in Miami, Kendall, Fort Lauderdale, and Pembroke Pines. So check them on the web if you like at fasttrain.com, and then make that call that can really change your life. Call 1-866-FAST-TRAIN. Got it? You got it.
Got it.
Okay, so far, which of these people best fit the description of too Cuban? We did yesterday too Jewish, too gay, and now we're doing too Cuban. Then the last 2 hours, too black, as in professionally fill in the blank. Right. Ileana Ross Leighton's got 86. She's got it. Maris Gricias Gonzalez, though, 37. Alex Pinellas, 36. Ricky Tiki Sanchez, 20. He's moving up slowly. He's creeping up, just kind of like he did on that guy in front of the stadium. Creeping up very slowly, and then bada bing. Desi Arnaz, 15. Gloria Stefan, 13. Ramon Saul Sanchez, 13, who's too Juban. Lincoln Diaz Ballard, 7. Joe Carroyo, only 6. Aren't you surprised by that?
No.
Why not? He's small potatoes.
With all that stiff competition?
Jose Canseco, 4. Celia Cruz, 3. Elian Rodriguez has got 1. Christina, 1. Levon Hernandez, 1. Manny Diaz has got 1. His son printed it up. It's a $53 bill. Raul Martinez, 1. And little Elianito out of 246 has got only 1. Yeah, why do we want to pick on poor little Elian?
As if he's got a choice.
Right. Poor little Elianito, man. We don't want to pick on him. He was just a pawn. He was just a pawn in an ugly chess game. Oh, my goodness, this is the worst thing ever happened in Miami. Yeah, right. WQAM, hello.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, sir. Buenos dias.
All right. How about from Radio Mambi, the anthole Armando Perez Roda?
Is he an anthole?
Okay.
What was his name?
Armando Perez Roda. He's their director.
R-O-D-A?
I would assume so.
Probably like the TV show Rhoda. He was probably on that, too.
I would assume so.
Thanks a lot, amigo.
All right.
Watch your ass. Okay, Armando, what is it? Rhoda?
I don't know. I forgot it already.
Rhoda. I remember that was a bad TV show, too.
Never heard of him.
That could have made the poll the other day, the worst TV show of all time.
Sure.
Rhoda. This Max Castro thing, I'm like squeezing it. I'm so anxious to read it. But once I get started, it'll blow. No, once I get started, it'll blow off the whole audience because it's long and ponderous, and I don't want to do all this reading because it's like terminal and ponderous.
You could play
and then
sound
Miguel will come in
effects in the
bitching
middle.
and moaning. What? No, we don't want no sound effects. WQAM, hello.
Hi, how you doing?
Pretty good.
I was calling to talk to Neil.
Speaking to him.
Okay. I was going to call him. The guy you were trying to think of was Walter Mercado, the guy on TV.
Walter Mercado, that's the lady.
That's
the
it,
guy.
Yeah. The
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Write
amigo.
that down.
All right, cool, no problem.
See ya. Walter Mercado, that's the heebie-jeebie tarot card reading
crystal,
screamer.
He's got a crystal ball.
He's got crystal balls. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. So many Cubans in so little time, only 2 hours for this. But then, we're spreading it around. At least nobody can blame us of picking on anybody specific. I've always said, we'll pick on all of them. We ought to do a religious one, too, you know? Well, there's so many.
Yeah, for the weekend, for Friday.
Yeah. But what would it be?
The biggest religious fanatic.
I see. Well, we'll put that on the table at our next programming meeting.
Next Ding Dong School.
When I have my next programming meeting with myself. WQAM, hello.
Yeah, Neil.
Yes, sir.
How about Cesar Romero? Gotta play the Joker in Batman.
Cesar Romero. That's not a bad choice.
And the guy that just called, Guatemala is Puerto Rican, not Cuban.
Is he really?
Guatemala is Puerto Rican, not Cuban.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
All right.
Okay. Thanks for any more embarrassment. We don't want to put no Ricans on us,
Right.
unless George will get really hyperventilating about that.
A lot of misconceptions about the media people on TV. A lot of
Did
people
we
think
already
they're
put him on there, Walter Mercado?
Yeah.
No, we did not. Well, you did?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, Erickson have to take. You're talking through your teeth again, mister. I'm telling you that right now. He's
That's
talking through his teeth
okay.
again. Even when he says yes. You hear that yes?
Yes, that's a style.
Man, that's his style?
Why not?
That's his shtick? Anyway, well, it didn't show up on mine yet, but we'll have
it'll
Eric
be on
remove
there.
it as soon as he finishes his third breakfast croissant, whatever he's got.
And before anybody calls up Don Francisco, remember he's like a Chilean Jew.
Yeah, so he's not Cuban
At all.
Didn't he die
Don Francisco?
from a Sábado Gigante?
I don't think so.
I'll be damned. I would have sworn something happened with him.
He's a
We were
good
talking
guy.
about him not that long ago.
Right.
Don Francesco. I thought he was giving protection for Fredo out there in the West Coast in Vegas. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. In fact, I think what we're going to do is just play the whole, until 11:30 tomorrow morning on a whole station. Just play the audio from The Godfather.
Don't ever take sides with anyone against the family again.
Don't cut!
Ever.
WQAM, hello. QAM, hello.
I think you're getting all.
Hola.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Gloria Estefan.
I think she might be on there. Thank you. And by the way, we could put her husband on there, the both of them, but we won't. Don't say boat when you're talking about Gloria. She had a little problem there?
Yeah.
How'd that all work out? I don't want to know. It's a rhetorical question.
Right.
WQAM, hello.
Oh, Neil?
Yes, sir.
Hey, welcome to Carlos, Puerto Rican. But anyway, I got one for you. Andy
Okay.
Garcia.
Andy Garcia, who's busy parading out there and put on a dog and pony show in front of the Maris Grecias house.
That's him.
Thanks so much.
That's him. You got it.
Vincent from Godfather 3, Andy Garcia. He ain't no thing, you know what I mean? He's just, he's okay.
Adequate.
Overrated actor. Name me a movie in which he was great.
Which it was great?
In which he was outstanding.
The Untouchables.
Was he?
I wouldn't say outstanding. He
I
was
saw
good.
The Untouchables. I didn't think it was outstanding. I thought it was
Good.
outstanding
Just
outside the
good.
door there for a while and in
Standing
the
up.
train station.
He was fine. He ain't great.
No, I'm not knocking him just because he was there. Yes, I am. No, he lost all credibility with me when he came in here. I mean, talk about grandstanding. When did we ever see Andy Garcia doing anything in South Florida with other Cubans or with Anglos or anybody?
Maybe
you know?
they made him an offer he couldn't refuse.
I see. There you go. Hey, I thought he was supposed to stay close to Michael. 5670560. Love somebody else. I mean, that was, of course, with a schnoz like that. The fact that they actually resurrected her and she did this. What did she get the awards for? She wrote, directing, writing. What?
I don't know.
I mean, she just leaves me limp. Come on, Sofia Coppola, my
directing,
ass.
directing.
Was it directing?
Yes.
They got the direct part right. WQAM, hello.
Yeah, is Ricardo Montalban Cuban?
No.
That's a good question.
No, I think he's a Spaniard.
All right, and then
But I'm
watch
not
your
sure.
mouth. You got to watch your tongue too. You said stiff competition.
No, that's right. Good point.
All right, and you also said that John Kerry is limp.
Uh-oh. Okay, we'll mark those down for Duff to get off the tape. That'll get Duff something to do anyway. Get off the tape, okay, Duff? Start marking those down.
Duff, get off this instant.
Right. 5670560. Well, he gave us a little gentle prodding this morning. You know, he's getting a little nervous, which is so unusual for him. A little bit nervous now. He's hearing things on the station that are like tiptoeing around the tulips. In fact, we even had that on the poll the other day, tiptoe through the tulips. Maybe it was a subliminal thing that happened to us. It wasn't our fault. Just when somebody called in the name of that song, we just decided, well, maybe we'll start tiptoeing a little bit too. We'll start dancing right along the edge. Better back off, man. Back away from that edge, or they're going to send you right to the ledge. Oh, guess what? The fight for Iraq is going on.
Really?
Did you know that?
No. I thought mission accomplished.
Now we're looking at Najaf, the holy city. I mean, you got a bunch of crazy religious people over there who have no idea what democracy is all about. Many of them don't want it anyway.
And
But
the Arabs too.
We're gonna force it on your ass whether you want it or not. How do you like that? Talk about an offer you can't refuse. We gotta make it look good somehow while we're there. And of course, keeping in mind that none of this had anything to do with why we're supposed to be there in the first place. But don't confuse us with the facts. Because even at Wooden Bob Woodward says, oh, well, he's so concerned about freedom for people. Well, when are we going to get freedom back in the U.S.? That's what a lot of us are waiting to see, huh? Freedom back in the USA. Yeah. WQAM, hello.
Yeah, Neil, yesterday you had a poll out, and I wanted to make a correction real quick and then add them to this poll.
We made a mistake?
There was a mistake yesterday.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
Yesterday, some fool called in your show and put Wayne Huizinga on as a Jew. He's
No,
a
he
Catholic.
didn't.
He's a Cuban
We
Catholic.
didn't put it on there. He never made the list.
Well,
We didn't put him on.
He's a Cuban Catholic. Everybody
He's
needs
not
to get that
Cuban.
straight.
Wayne
Thank you.
Huizinga is not Cuban. Okay.
That was funny.
That was funny?
Oh, he thought so.
Oh, my
I'm
God.
laughing on the inside like that.
I see. Well, we're just puking on the outside. How do you like that? That was pathetic. And he's screaming. He's a Cuban Catholic.
He wouldn't let him deliver his line.
Hey, the Cubans don't want him either, okay, pal, so forget about that. Catholic part is right.
He's a cue ball, not a cue band.
And I'll tell you what else, Joe Robbie, there was a professional Catholic for you, although at least he sprung the money for the stadium.
And a
He
Cuban.
built it. The stadium that Wayne bought. WQAM, hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I got a couple Cubans to put on the list.
Yes?
Couple.
Am I allowed to do more than one?
Well, we'll see what the first one is.
Ivan Hernandez, Bob Villas, the Sears guy.
Bob Vila is Cuban?
Yep.
I think they're answering the wrong question.
But wait, and how about Huggy Bear?
Bob Vila is Cuban, do you believe that?
Well, he is, but they're not answering the question.
Which of
Like
these
yesterday.
people? Well, maybe he thinks he's too Cuban. I don't know. He's just making a list of people who are Cuban. That's all.
it.
He's open up the phone book and see anybody whose name ends in Z is probably Cuban.
We'll be busy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just get the Dade
Only
County
like
book.
30 pages of Rodriguez's alone.
Right. How many?
About 30, man.
Let me read. You're right. It's my bad because I'm not reading that question. Which of these people best fit? You're right. All they want to do is make a list, whatever. Here's a list of gay people.
How
Here's a
many
list of
Cubans can you
Jews. Here's a
name?
list of Catholics. Here's a list of Cubans. And then we get to the black thing. They're going to like everybody named Johnson. Okay?
Right. Anyone with a nice tan, they'll name him.
Oh, my God. Oh, Halle Berry. She's too black.
Right.
Not
Michael
really.
Jackson.
Not really. Which of these people best fits the description too Cuban? Bob Vila ain't too Cuban. In fact, if he wouldn't have told us, just like that
wouldn't
Louis
know.
Anderson thing.
Right.
Louis Anderson is too gay? Based on what? So I think to make things easier and a lot simpler, because we have a lot of simple-minded people in South Florida, especially in this audience, what we're going to just do is do what you say. Just name a bunch of Cubans, you know?
Right. How many Cubans can you name?
Right. How many dead people can you name? How many great actors can you name? How many? I got a few for you. Let's see. It's coming up on 11:30. You realize it's almost the 24-hour demarcation point before that big moment coming tomorrow.
Live and local. Sports Radio 560. QAM.
You're with WQAM, where the music continues.
All right.
56.
Juan Miguel Gonzalez, father of Ilian, meets with his attorney in preparation to take his son back to Cuba.
Well, Mr. Gonzalez, how was your trip?
Very good, gracias.
Do you have any questions before we go any further?
See. This box with the pictures. It's incredible. What is this?
Oh, that's a television.
Oh, television. Mr. Lawyer, what does "Waza" mean?
Pardon me?
Waza!
Well, it means what's up, like what's going on.
Waza!
Right, it's a greeting.
Waza!
Now, I know that you're uncomfortable being here. This is a very difficult time for you, sir. What is it, sir?
Oh, this Pizza Hut stuffed crust pizza is incredible. How do they get the mozzarella cheese into the crust?
I'm not sure. So, as I was saying... as I was saying, we will try to make your stay here as comfortable as possible and get you home as quickly as possible.
Bye.
Are you going somewhere, sir?
No, I'm listening to the new CD by the boy band In Sync with my new Sony Discman. It's incredible.
Yes, Mr. Gonzalez, they are quite incredible, but we'll be meeting with the...
Just another player in your game for two. You must hate me, but it ain't no lie. Bye.
Oh, God, sir, don't you want to get this over and get back to Cuba?
What are you, loco? I love it here. There's like 300 channels on cable, and I can watch all the Yankee games.
But, sir...
Mr. Lawyer?
What is it, Mr. Gonzalez?
What's up?
You know, one thing I'm wondering, at what age, since this is kind of like a ethnic custom, I guess, at what age are the abuelas prohibited from checking out Alien's package?
About 30, man.
Oh. Which of these people best fits the description of too Cuban? I bet you didn't know that, did you?
No, I didn't. Good thing my grandma's dead.
Ileana Aros Leighton, 103. Maris Greasy-Ass Gonzalez, 52. Alex Pinellas, 39. Rick Sanchez, 26. Gloria Estefan, 21. Desi Arnaz, Lucy, 16. Ramon Sal Sanchez, 14. Lincoln Diaz Balart, 10. Joe Carroyo, 9. Very surprising to me. Celia Cruz, 7. Jose Canseco, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Jose's got 5. Levan Hernandez, 3. Elliot Rodriguez, 3. Raul Martinez, 3. Manny Diaz, 1. Cristina, 1. Elian Gonzalez, 1. Armando Perez Roda, 1. And Andy Garcia don't have any out of 315. And Walter Mercado is a Puerto Rican.
What?
You know that?
No. Who?
We just found that out. See, we discovered something all day. Who says this isn't a highly educational show? Walter Mercado, she's Rican. We'll do a few more of these, but I want to read that Max Castro thing. He's Cuban. WQM line 9, hello.
What's up, Neil?
How you doing, sir?
I got something for your poll. This
All
guy's
right.
the most militant Cuban that has ever lived.
Okay.
He makes George look like a piker. Jorge Mascanosa.
Jorge Mascanosa. All right.
That
Thank
man.
you. Okay, he was going to go on to a rant there, but I don't want. Well, that man, he's a little pissed off and fired up, this guy, and who can blame him? Jorge Mascanosa. Más o menos is my question. Got him?
Menos.
I beg your pardon? What did I say?
Mas.
WQM, hello.
I got one for you, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Maria Conchita Alonso.
She's
that actress
Maria
that was in that movie
Conchita
Colors.
Alonso.
She's
How
Cuban.
about Miriam Alonso?
She's done every bad movie ever made.
Okay,
Yeah.
thanks. What do you now? Yeah, what? See,
I
that's an
didn't know she
inside
was
thing.
Cuban,
It was
but-
between the brothers.
No.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Maria Conchita Alonso, she's a marginal actress. I had no idea she was Cuban, though, but whatever.
Well, now you know. And
Right.
she's too Cuban for this guy. Maybe she's just too damn Cuban for this guy. Okay, he sounded like one of your people.
Okay.
One of those people.
Jewish. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T. Everybody's got the labels, man. Wear them proudly. I'm Italian, I'm Jewish, I'm fag, I'm, everybody's got the label. I'm a Shiite, I'm a Sunni, yeah.
Don't label me.
Oh, brother. I am so sick of that. That's the one thing in the world. If I could change one thing that would make the world like paradise, that would be it. Eliminate every label. We wake up tomorrow morning and everybody is just a person, just a guy, a gal, whatever they are. That's it. Not a Christian, not a Jew, not a Muslim, not a Buddhist. Oh, by the way, hello to the Dalai Lama. Hello, Dalai. There's another one. Well, what's that? Can you tell me what that's all about? Seriously, what is that?
It's like the Pope thing. It's another state of mind. We're supposed to care and revere him and whatever.
Based on what?
Whatever. We'll say this, I like him better than the Pope.
Yeah, well, you can name just about anybody I like him better than the Pope. I like Heinrich Himmler better than the Pope because at least he's dead.
I don't like GW better than the Pope.
No. In fact, you're right. The Pope is down the Richter scale a little bit, a couple of notches
He's
down.
number 2.
We could come in. No, I don't think. That would be a good poll. Who's number 1 on the list? Well, we know it's automatic. W in this
Right.
crowd.
Yeah.
WQAM, hello.
Good afternoon or good morning, Neil.
Good evening to you, sir. How you doing?
Good evening. I'm just actually driving through Hialeah so I can name about 100 people in here. How about Jackie Nesbral?
Jackie Nesbral is disgusting on Channel 6 on NBC6 where they screwed over Bob Weaver real bad.
Yeah, well, she needs to go back to Havana. Have a great day.
I'll be delighted to pack her a medianoche. Thank you. And a guayabera or a yogi bera. Jackie Nespral, Nespral. She is nauseating. She's another one that was network anchor, not network something for a while there, right? NBC?
I don't know.
And what happens is after they prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that they can't cut it, then they ship him back to Miami. Ricky Ticky Sanchez, they saw through him at MSNBC in about the first 5 minutes. He was hyperventilating, sweating up a storm, soiled all of their chairs. And he got shipped back. And Michelle Gillen, don't forget about that bitch.
Ooh, no, I didn't.
Got sent back. Michelle. Man, Michelle, we just despise you, honey.
Yeah,
don't
but
take it personal. And how
she's a
about those
hero
Chevy
now.
trucks?
Huh?
What is it?
She's uncovering the South Florida white slave or whatever slavery ring.
Oh, brother.
Spick slavery ring, whatever it is.
Why couldn't she have been in, like, Midnight Express?
In a Turkish prison?
Yeah. 56705, eating Turkish taffy. McCallum. WQAM, hello.
Neil,
Yes, sir.
I think I might have the definitive one.
Okay, this could be the one we've been looking for.
And he earns the title of true Cuban, which means, can you be any more nauseating? How about Jose Basulto?
Jose Basulto.
Yeah.
He's pretty disgusting.
Real pain in the... Well, we can't
Asp.
say.
Okay, thank you. Asp. Jose Basulto. You got it? Basulto, Basulto?
Si.
All this old crap that goes on and never just changes. And we the Latin Grammys. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to be riding in the streets again. We're going to be... Oh, brother. How many times does Miami have to show its collective ass to the world before finally somebody says, enough of this crap already, huh? How many times does that have to happen?
About 30, man.
Yeah, a year. Oh, no, they can't come here. And the thing I keep thinking about, every time I see a picture, because they keep showing on these clips, like on MSNBC from the past, because they're living in the past, the Pope and Fidel, that's one of their favorites.
Oh, yeah.
How come it is that anybody else who ever even shared a cigar or a stogie, sent him a plastic stogie or something, or a chocolate cigarette, whatever, they're comunista, but El Papa, see, I told you when he was down there what a dilemma it created, and it did. And they got no answer for that. And since the Pope went there, that wonderful, glorious trip, to quote the Christiane Amanpour from CNN, another phony baloney, another state-of-mind bitch, to quote her, oh, the Holy Father, this is going to change things. Did anything change?
No.
Is there freedom in Cuba?
No.
Is Castro still in power?
Yes.
Is he stronger than ever?
Yes.
Yeah. We can just pray that he croaks before the weekend. In fact, maybe those guys on that El Sol will make up another story about him again. Oh. Hey, I mean, $4,000, that's not much, huh? That prank call they made to him?
Did you see on the crawl? I think it was on CNN or one of those. That they're turning it into a thing now.
Oh, no, I didn't see that. They're turning into what?
They're asking their listeners to send pennies in so that they can pay their fine in pennies.
Oh, no. That's disgusting. Keep that in mind, though, for later on this year.
I'll write it down.
26 after 11 at 560 WQM delights it when the Pharrell stuff starts coming in. Delights of West Boca. You know, everybody and their brother is into a low-carb diet of some sort or another. It's just everywhere. All the people are peddling low-carb this, low-carb that. But Delights of West Boca provides you with the best products for the weight loss phase of that low-carb diet. If you're on the Atkins, Sugar Buster, South Beach, any low-carb, sugar-free diet, this is the store you'll love because it's the #1 low-carb store in America. And many of the new reduced-carb products on the store shelves are just geared toward cutting back a little on carbs, not on you losing weight. Well, forget about that. Delights of West Boca's expertise has always been and continues to be on the weight loss phase of low-carb dieting. And they've got over 1,000 great tasty products in stock with a focus toward the lowest possible carbs that can fit perfectly into a successful low-carb weight loss plan. The spring sale is in full swing right now as I speak, so stop on by. Their staff knows low-carb dieting inside and out. They're open every day, 7 days a week, 10 to 10. Delights of West Boca. They're on the northeast corner of Glades and 441, right next to Boston Market. You can call them toll-free at 1-877-LOW-CARB, LOWCARB, or on the web, it's lowcarb.com. Delights of West Boca, there's only one. It's your official Atkins Retail Center.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAM.
Sports Radio 560, WQAM, Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
She was a community icon in a community that needs an icon. As far as I can't tell, she was the fantastic, iconoclastic Celia Cruz. Angry Julio Records presents the dulcet, mellifluous sounds of Celia Cruz. She's dead, you know.
Oh, she was so beautiful. Please, that's Alien. Alien. He's not a boy. If I were Gary Carpenter and you were Slim Shady, with Alien, he's a name of our
Celia Cruz. Cruz salsa tunes for use. Available now at Batista's used CD Emporium.
It's 11:31 at 560 WQM. So anyway, Max Castro writes. He writes for Progresso Weekly, which I thought that was a spaghetti sauce, didn't you?
It's in there.
Israel and the State of Democracy in Miami. This is March 15, and I apologize for, well, it's just long. I'm not going to read the whole thing because it's very, very long, but what I'm going to read is long, but I don't apologize because it's worthwhile. The pattern of pandering at the Miami Herald is even deeper and broader than most of the paper's critics realize. When it comes to pandering to the most conservative sectors of key constituencies, marginalizing dissident voices and stifling debate within editorial pages, the Miami Herald and El Nuevo Herald don't stop with Cuba or even with Latin America. Increasingly, the same narrowing of the spectrum of opinion applies not only to Cuba, but also to commentary about other countries of Latin America, especially Venezuela. If the balance of political forces in Venezuela reflected the ratio of pro-government to anti-government articles in the opinion pages of El Nuevo Herald, Hugo Chavez would lose any election by nearly 100% of the vote. Miami Herald editorials, columns, and commentaries on Venezuela are nearly as one-sided as those in El Nuevo Herald and almost as strident as those on Cuba. Indeed, on Cuba, Venezuela, and Latin America in general, the editorial pages of the Miami Herald have been converging toward the monolithic El Nuevo Herald model. It's no wonder. Before he assumed the Herald Post, Alberto Ibargüen was the publisher of El Nuevo Herald. In his stint at El Nuevo Herald, he established new standards for pandering to the Cuban right and disloyalty when he published a special section on the occasion of the death of Cuban American National Foundation chairman Jorge Mas Canosa, who had waged a merciless campaign against the Herald and Ibargüen's boss, Herald publisher David Lawrence. Under Ibargüen's watch, El Nuevo Herald also reached new heights of incompetence and lack of accountability when it published a Sunday front-page feature story about a doctor that purportedly attended Fidel Castro as he lay in a coma in a Havana hospital. Every assertion in the detailed account turned out to be false, but the paper never investigated the hoax nor apologized to readers. But no misdeed goes unrewarded in the age of total corporate greed. Knight Ridder, the Herald's parent company, which had just moved its headquarters from Miami to San Jose, California, to get away from the madding Cuban crowd, soon promoted Ibargüen. Not for his non-existent journalistic accomplishments, but because Ibargüen promised he could deliver a 22% profit annually, even if he had to tear the guts out of the Herald's journalistic tradition or make a pact with the city's right-wing devils, from the Cuban American National Foundation to the ultra-right-wing radio personalities. By the time the federal raid to remove Elian took place, Ibargüen had become the Miami Herald publisher and was in control of both the Herald and El Nuevo Herald. He took advantage of the fact to issue a special edition of El Nuevo Herald with a huge headline, "Shame!" exclamation point. But the Herald's bias and parochial pandering doesn't stop with Latin America. When it comes to the Israel-Palestinian conflict, it's not just that the Herald publishes a plethora of pro-Israeli views to the virtual exclusion of pro-Palestinian perspectives. It's not even just the fact that the paper's regular op-ed contributors include Israeli columnists, while Palestinian columnists don't appear in the paper even as occasional guest columnists. It's also and especially the fact that the paper's opinion columns lead heavily toward the heart of the positions while almost invariably excluding critical voices, the harder line positions that is, critical voices in Israel and the American Jewish community. On all the points above, the Herald's editorial reaction to the assassination of Sheikh Ahmed Yassin, the spiritual leader of the Palestinian militant group Hamas, by the Israeli military, is instructive. Or rather, the Herald's lack of reaction. The newspaper that probably publishes more commentary about Israel than any other daily in the U.S. failed to take editorial notice of a very major event. Silence can be more significant than words. Would the Herald have been silent had this kind of extrajudicial execution been carried out by any other state? The paper's editorial past reflects the maxim, if you can't say anything good, don't say anything. And how could they say anything good? The elimination of Yassin was condemned by nearly everyone in the world, including our best friends and allies such as the UK's Foreign Minister Jack Straw. Even the Bush administration, which in the person of National Security Advisor Condoleezza Rice initially attempted to rationalize the killing, was forced to backtrack after realizing the depth and breadth of the world's revulsion. The U.S. government, through a spokesman, eventually pronounced itself deeply disturbed, a far milder reaction than that of other governments. A UN Security Council resolution condemning the killing obtained broad support, but failed because of a U.S. veto. President Bush failed to offer even a token protest. Indeed, instead he went ahead with plans to meet with Sharon in Washington April 14. In the UK, meanwhile, a Jewish member of Parliament, Mr. Kaufman, denounced the visit as giving a seal of approval to Sharon's policy of indiscriminate killings of Palestinians. The Herald's silence on the Yassin killing topic is par for the course, but it's also an abdication of responsibility. In significant ways, the U.S. is implicated in the rubbing out of the Hamas leader. The helicopter used to kill Yassin is an American Apache helicopter. Through military assistance, massive economic support, and the diplomatic shield of the U.S. veto at the UN, the United States enables the Sharon government to carry out its iron fist policy with total impunity. As Tarek Ali has written in a new book, Bush in Babylon, The Recolonization of Iraq, by making Ariel Sharon a co-leader in the war on terrorism, the regime in Washington consciously blurred the distinction between national liberation and terror. The result has been catastrophic. Not a day passes without an email from Israel and Palestine informing me of the latest atrocity, he writes. Every Arab and Muslim in the world understands this connection, and it's clear that resentment over American compliance with Sharon's brutal policies could well cause enormous damage to the American people and U.S. interest in the world. Let's make one thing clear. Notwithstanding the fact that Palestinians live under a humiliating occupation that makes every day of their lives miserable, the numerous indiscriminate acts of terror and murder against Israeli civilians carried out by Palestinian extremists are abominable morally and counterproductive politically, as is the vile anti-Semitism expressed by far too many in the Arab world. On the other hand, even in the wake of the Yassin killing, an open letter signed by 60 leading Palestinian intellectuals rejected violence and called for non-violence resistance to occupation. The point is not to hold a contest of evil versus virtue, pitting Israelis against Palestinians. The point is that, however repugnant the atrocities perpetrated by Hamas or Islamic Jihad, American taxpayers are not paying for them, and our government is not rationalizing or providing political cover for these horrific actions. Can the same be said with respect to the morally repugnant actions of the Sharon government in Israel? True to its pattern of petty pandering, the Miami Herald is mum on all of these issues. What the paper did publish is a large number of letters, all but one is in support of the assassination, and a pathetic column by its regular contributor, Uri Dromi, director of the international outreach at the Israeli Democracy Institute, in which the author justifies the killing by enumerating the reasons I didn't like Yassin. Undoubtedly, most people in the Arab and Muslim world could list myriad reasons why they didn't like Sharon. Would this justify the Syrian or Iranian governments killing the Israeli prime minister? Would the fact that the killing took place as the Israeli leader left a synagogue merit special condemnation? The Dromi piece doesn't spare cliches. Not even the 72 virgins are left out and leaves no room for doubt or nuance. Dromi reduces the worldwide outcry against the Yassin killing to the notion that some people are just bashing Israel for killing him. Dromi's column reads like straight propaganda, but then again, what exactly is an international outreach coordinator? The Herald's pandering here attains a brazen level. The paper's main commentator on Israeli-Palestinian issues is an Israeli propagandist. That's balance. The contrast could not be sharper between the narrow, hackneyed view of the Yassin killing expressed in the Herald's single column on the topic and the wide range of views expressed in Israel, including sharp criticism in the press. Indeed, even inside Sharon's cabinet there was a dissenter who opposed the assassination. Israeli commentators have questioned the wisdom of the hit, its political and economic repercussions, and its potential for escalating the violence to a higher level. Israeli analysts didn't shy away from posing the toughest questions, and with a harshness seldom encountered in the U.S. press, easily intimidated by spurious charges of anti-Semitism leveled by hard-line pro-Likud sectors in the U.S. And it goes on at length. Max Castro, he's great.
You go, Max.
Yeah, you go. Rip the Herald an ass. Well-deserved, man. The panderers. Damn. Man, are they nauseating. I think I'm going to cancel my subscription to the Herald. The only reason I buy it is because, I'm down there a few weeks a year.
Yeah. I'm going to get a subscription just so I can cancel it.
There you go. Everybody call up there, get a subscription, and cancel it tomorrow.
And stop throwing the El Herald on my front lawn, you app.
You antholes?
Yeah.
I'm sure that's what you were going to say.
That's not what I was thinking, though.
I'm sure it wasn't. You're probably thinking of like class holes, something like that.
Mass holes.
Right. Spaz holes. Bunch of spaz holes at the Herald, make no mistake about it. 20 till noon at 560 WQM. Don't forget, look for the QM fan 5 to 7 at Anchors Away at Beach Place in Fort Lauderdale this afternoon. Stop by to spin that wheel for prizes and register to win the 300 scratch. Huh?
That's the wheel.
Register to win. Now it says to win 300. Do you get all 300 or like one? I don't know. Register to win 300 scratch-off tickets from the Florida Lottery. You get one, all I don't know. Just fight it out with them. It's the Anchors Away party for the Air and Sea show today at Beach Place. 5 to 7 will be there this afternoon. I'll tell you where I was a couple of weeks ago today. In fact, it was on a Wednesday, wasn't it? Yes, it was. And that was at Hollywood Diagnostics in Hollywood. Got my report in the mail all the way up here in Toronto. They sent it certified mail, and it's pretty good news. They said, I'll say it again, they said if you looked as good on the outside as you do on the inside, you'd be beautiful. Unfortunately, though, but at any rate, this is the good news. I had the total body scan. I had the heart scan. In fact, they were shocked to find a heart inside this aged-old body. A lot of people in the audience would say, he ain't got one. I had one, and not only that, your mama, because it's in pretty good shape. Nobody wants to think about having cancer, heart disease, any of the myriad of diseases that the Lord inflicts upon us as we continue suffering through life. But nevertheless, it's a proven fact that disease responds extremely well to treatment if you find it early. And that's the most important thing. If you have a history of heart disease or cancer in your family, if you're like getting to that age, like maybe 50, 60, whatever, and you haven't had the colonoscopy, all these other very important tests, get with it. Because here's a way to do it non-invasively, painlessly, at the Hollywood Diagnostics Center. They're proud to announce their virtual colonoscopy, which is so much less invasive than the traditional way, coronary heart scoring, and full-body screening exams that can detect cancer or other life-threatening diseases in their early stages. You don't even need a doctor's referral. All you need to do is call Hollywood Diagnostics Center, make an appointment for the test that really could save your life, and if not, if there's nothing wrong going on, you get tremendous peace of mind. Call 954-966-3600. 954-966-3600. At Hollywood Diagnostics Center, they offer state-of-the-art imaging equipment, open MRI, high-speed CAT scan, nuclear medicine, and much, much more. They really know their stuff. Hollywood Diagnostics Center has been serving South Florida for over 20 years, and their facility even provides a complete mobile diagnostic service that can come right to you if you need them. Call Hollywood Diagnostic Center and schedule an imaging exam today. It could be one of the most important calls you could ever make for your health, for your life. Call 954-966-3600.
Live and local. This is 560. The radio's all yours now. QAM.
And hold on tight for a fun-filled time at Alion's Waterworld Park. Only $5 will get you through the human chain for days of watery thrills. Grab a tube for a wild ride through shark-infested Caribbean rapids.
And leave Mom behind.
Or ride the rickety raft flume. And plunge into a dark pool of toe-tickling electric eels, where you can relax for 3 whole days.
Hello? Anybody? Hello?
And for something the whole family will enjoy, don't miss our nightly breathtaking extravaganza, the Fountain of Waving Hands. Alion's Waterworld Park. You won't want to leave, even if we want you to.
Exactly. You know, the best thing Elian said just before he went back to Cuba was,
I'm smarter than George Bush.
which, who could argue with that?
Not me.
567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. WQAM, hello.
Neil?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Neil, how you doing, sir? Neil, I got one. It's Willie Chirino. And also, Maria Conchita Alonso, she was born in Cuba. She left at an early age. She grew up in Caracas, Venezuela. And she was also Miss Runner-Up in Miss Venezuela. The only 2 good movies she made were Moscow on the Hudson.
Well, she showed him.
Huh?
She showed him.
Yeah, she sure did. And also Terminator 2.
All right.
Now, as far as the Palestinian thing, Neil,
Yes.
Clinton in '98 proposed with the leader of Israel and Yasser Arafat that they can have 98% of the land of both the Gaza Strip and the West Bank. And after Yasser Arafat studied it, he said no, he's not interested. So
That's not how it happened.
yes, it did. He's only representing 10%.
No.
He's representing
no,
10%
that was
of
a lie.
Palestinians.
Lie. That was a lie. That's not the whole story.
Okay, let me
That's
finish
not the
for a
whole
second,
story.
George. He's
That's not what
representing.
happened.
No, let me just explain something real quick. He just explained. He just.
You can explain what the story we got, but that's not the story.
Okay, all right. Now, he's representing 10%.
Why don't you let George tell you the rest of the story, okay? Like Paul
Okay,
Harvey
go
would
ahead,
say,
George.
the rest of the story as he
First
sees
of all,
it.
it wasn't 98%, and what they were going to do is to divide Palestine into 4 enclaves controlled by individual little governors still under the Israeli authority, and Israel would retain the water rights, which is what it's all about, because all of the water over there is underneath the West Bank, and Israel drills it, and the Palestinians aren't allowed to. So Israel would retrain the water rights and the mineral rights, and the Palestinians wouldn't be allowed to travel from one enclave to another without travel permits, etc., and so on, and still.
But
And
George-
98% ain't 100.
But George, you also have to understand that through those waterways, George, is where they can get supplies.
Through the waterways, we're talking about the underground water, the right to drill wells on your own land.
No, but what they were saying, George, was the buffer zone between the land.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes,
Why
sir.
are we arguing this? What does this have to do with the article I just read about
Because the
the
article
Miami
you
Herald?
read, Neil, with all due respect, is that Israel has the right to assassinate this guy because you can have an organization, but the moment you put that organization into terror and violence, then it has to be met with violence. You know, the bottom line, Neil, is whether they're moderates or not.
So in other words, what you're
saying,
saying, what you're saying is that this is going to go on forever, which it will until it.
No, Neil.
Yes, it will. Yes, it absolutely will. As long as you've got militant terrorists on both sides, which is what both sides are run by, it's going to go on
That
forever.
is true. What they need to do, Neil, is...
And let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
Why does it matter to us? Why do you care about it?
Because, Neil, the reason why I care so much about it is because the day that they can fix this problem, it will be $2.5 billion less than we can give to Israel per year.
Well, why don't we just stop giving it now?
Why?
2.8.
Oh, it went up already?
Round it off to $3 billion. That's what I call it all the time.
Right.
Over
$3
$100
billion a year.
billion
Why
total.
don't we end that now?
The best way to solve the problem, Neil, is to have the Palestinians find a real leader, a person that is
And let
represented
me
by
say
their
this to you, sir.
society.
In
By their society.
closing, and have the Israelis do the same thing would be a real good idea too. Like I just got through saying to them. I mean, you talk. Where's this guy coming from, huh?
He's a Cuban.
I don't care what he is, but I mean, what kind of crap is that? The Max Castro article was spot on, as the Brits would say. Right on target.
I got the solution.
Just walk away.
I mean, the Herald just walk away from there and walk away from
All
Iraq. Not just Baghdad, but all of it. Fallujah, all of it. Nasiriyah,
Mind our
Basra.
own business.
Just get the hell out while there's still time to get it. But that ain't going to happen, because when you get yourself into a pickle and the public is stupid enough to sit back and watch it and see all these bodies coming back, it's deja vu all over again. Well, I mean, I don't even know why I let him suck me into that, okay, and get into an argument about the Middle East. Like I said before, it doesn't matter to us. Is there any oil in Israel?
No.
Palestine?
No.
No. If we really cared about democracy, we wouldn't be back in one of the most corrupt dictatorships in the whole world, and that's the Saudis. Our bedfellows, the Saudis, which we've been doing for a long, long time. This ain't just a Bush thing, although the Bush family relationship with the bin Ladens and with the Saudi royal family certainly does raise a lot of questions, which not enough people are asking. WQAM, hello, not there. See, that guy just, I was in a pretty good mood. I thought that was a good article by Max Castro. And the main thrust of it was not to open up the old argument again about the Israelis and the Palestinians and Yasser Arafat and Ariel Sharon, but again about the Herald and the kind of pandering they do and the kind of rag it is, which he's right. It's a rag that panders. You won't get any news in the Herald. All you get is propaganda. Garbage. And then come election day, you can bet your life on it, just like their endorsement of Jeb Bush this last time when he got reelected governor. How that happened, I still am, my head is swimming from that. If that's what the people of Florida want, a governor who lies to them, who's overheard talking about, every time Kerry makes some kind of a comment off mic, oh my gosh, it's a big deal, did he know the microphone was still on? And it's stuff about nothing. Like about what a bunch of backstabbing, dirty crooks the Republicans are. Big deal, like that's news. But here your governor makes a comment about, I've got some, what was the word he used for his plans? Some devious plans. Some devious plans to take care of that class size amendment. Oh, no problem. We love you, Jeb. Your last name is Bush. And we don't know that Bill McBride guy from Moshi Pupik. Plus, you're right. He's going to raise all our taxes real bad. So we'll vote for you again, okay? And especially we want to thank you for helping to fix that election back in 2000 when most of us voted for Al Gore. How is this possible that these people are getting away with this crap? Unless, of course, just maybe those Diebold election machines were like the voting machines were all, spitting out some wrong numbers there. How could this man possibly get reelected dog catcher? See, this guy got me way off course.
Killed some time, though.
And the Herald always be counted on to do the wrong thing. These are the same people, long before the current regime was in there, the same people that gave you the propaganda with the Metro Rail. The multi-billion-dollar boondoggle, the train to nowhere, that almost none of you ever ride. How many times have you ridden it?
Oh, I just got off it. Rode it to work.
Yeah. Josh, how many times have you been on the Metro Rail?
About 30.
Yeah, none. Same number as I've been, none. But I'll tell you, if you want to go out to Hialeah and see what a toilet that place has become, you can go out there and hang out. Yeah, or to Shorty's. If you want to get some good barbecue and head on to Shorty's, there you go. We got the Metro Rail.
You could eat it on the way back.
The politicians must like Shorty's so much that it's the only restaurant in the history of the human race that had a whole rail system built just to transport people to their door. Man, I wish I could get a deal like that.
Those ribs sure are good.
Even Ronnie Reagan said that it would have been cheaper to buy every driver in South Florida a new Cadillac than to build a Metro Rail. Even he said that.
Yeah, I want my Cadillac.
Yeah.
I'll take a
new Eldorado, a new Jew canoe. How do you like that? That's back before all the Jews moved to Boca. But no, the Herald put it over on us. And then they got the chutzpah to come back a few years later and with a big Tropic magazine front page story about the Metro Rail called White Elephant. Man, oh man, they have no shame at all. They jam it down your throats. They lie like crazy. My God. What kind of crap is that? Two grotesque newspapers who do nothing for the community. That's what we got. Then they did the big expose on the corruption at the airport. Where's the follow-up? Where's the beef? What now? Last time I checked, Mayor, I want to say it. Alice Pinellas was still the mayor of Dade County. Last time I checked, Mayor Pequeño. Okay, I can't say it. Yeah, I'd like to. No matter what, no matter how many greasy deals go on behind the scenes, including the one with his good buddy Mickey Arison there with the Greaseball Arena. What a joke that is. A guy gets elected on a pledge that he's not going to make any sweetheart deals with any rich owners to build any arenas, and the first thing he does is have a closed-door session with Mickey Arison. Slips the Mickey to the voters in Dade County.
Psych.
Yeah. Surprise.
Oh, and he's a Democrat, by the way.
Oh, yeah. He's a Democrat who did squat for Al Gore and voted for George Bush. Some Democrat. What am I getting all worked up about?
I don't know. It's fun.
It's your fault. It's that one caller's fault, that Israeli, that apologist. Man, he's probably like wiping himself off with the sports section from the Herald right now. I don't want to say it. Well, I can't.
No, we can't.
Use your own imagination. 11:56, 4 minutes till noon. I'll give you the final. Well, I'm just stalling around here because I don't want to put any more new names on here anyway. And by the way, pal, Willie Chirino my ass. Which of these people best fits the description of two Cuban? I said Chirino, not Chalupa. Ileana Ross Layton, 135. Maris Guisias Gonzalez, 61. Alex Pinellas, 50. Excuse me. Rick Sanchez, 37. Gloria Estefan, 35. Desi Arnaz, 19. Ramon Saul Sanchez, 18. Lincoln Diaz Ballart, rhymes with fart, 17. We can't play it, but we can say it. Celia Cruz, 15. Joe Carroyo, 14. Levan Hernandez, love you, Miami, 10. That's why he's gone. Elian Gonzalez, 7. Jose Canseco, 7. He's gone. Raul Martinez, 6. Maria Conchita Alonso, 4. Elliot Rodriguez, 3. Christina's got 2. Jose Basulto's got a pair. Jorge Mascanosa, 2. Manny Diaz, 1. Armando Perez Roda, 1. Jackie Nesbro and Andy Garcia have none out of 446. Pretty good. Pretty good total there, huh? Call Halcyon. She'll check the totals for us. Hey, I'll tell you where you'll find some nice totals. That's at Armstrong Toyota of Homestead, where they're going to save you thousands of dollars and make you a deal like you ain't never seen. They're on US 1, just 20 minutes south of the 836. And Armstrong Toyota of Homestead is worth the drive because they're going to save you so much cash on that new deal. Check out the great lease deals waiting for you right now. An 04 Highlander, just $309 a month. An 04 Camry or 4Runner, just $269 a month for 48 months. Need a truck? How about an 04 Toyota Tundra? The safest truck in America, just $179 a month for 48 months. These are just a few of the great deals waiting for you right now at Armstrong Toyota of Homestead. General Manager David Rich and his staff, they're a pleasure to do business with. They'll just about stand on their head to cut you a deal and put your ass in a new Toyota today. So experience the Armstrong Toyota of Homestead difference. Locally owned and operated, and they're committed to 100% customer satisfaction, too. The service department is open late till 8 weeknights to make sure they get all your service work done, and it's easy to find them. They're right at the corner of US 1 and 293rd Street in prestigious Homestead, just 20 minutes south of the 836. And they're making a deal right now like nobody anywhere. Armstrong Toyota of Homestead offers you free tires, free batteries, and replacement parts for life, for the life of the vehicle. That's right. Tires, batteries, and free parts for life. Nobody does that. So forget about those mega car dealers and giants who make you a big song to dance and have the big ads going, scream and yell and holler. Just get yourself for a great deal to Armstrong Toyota of Homestead and talk to their GM, David Rich. Call them right now for an unbeatable deal at 305-242-3247. 305-242-3247. Don't forget, tires, batteries, and free parts for life. Armstrong Toyota of Homestead. Drive a little and save a lot on that great new Toyota today.
We're Sports Radio 560 QAM.
They call me Mr. Moose, and I've been visiting to the Dwell of One an hour.
What's Gary Hart doing tonight?
Inquiring minds want to know.
That's why Inquiring Minds read the Miami Herald. Is Maurice Ferre really having sex with an alien from outer space?
It's in the Herald.
Is Paula Hawkins the true mother of the Elephant Man?
It's in the Herald.
Is John Kennedy sleeping with Max Headroom?
It's in the Herald.
Is Jim Baker about to give birth to Jerry Falwell's baby?
It's in the Herald.
Sex, 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 more hot sex!
Oh, it's in the Herald.
Plus Gary Hart's amazing rice diet from Florida. A crossword puzzle that has no answers. Our own Pulitzer Prizes just for us.
Ed Pope's love letters to Neil Rogers.
And we're so sorry, Uncle Albert, but we haven't heard a bloody thing all day. Mindless, babbling rhetoric.
It's all in the latest issue of
the Miami Herald. Available at supermarket checkout counters everywhere. And where finer manure is spread.
Yeah, you can smell it all the way up here. You know, we both should apologize to ourselves because at least I did.
Sorry.
Because I promised myself I'm never going to get into any of those discussions again about the Middle East because it's a hopeless case. Mm-hmm. We shouldn't be there in the first place. We should just say, hey, we're cutting off the spigot and the freeway and no more money. And if you want to kill each other, have a good time. That's it. That's my attitude. But I read the article not because I wanted to argue the Israeli-Palestinian thing, because of what is called journalism. And I use that term loosely in regard to the Herald. Regardless of what your position or feelings are on that issue, if you have any, The point being that a responsible newspaper should have all viewpoints. Just like, for example, the Toronto Star. Now, of course, there are a lot of Middle Eastern people live here in Toronto, and so naturally they would get really holy hell if they didn't. I don't think they need to be forced. The Globe and Mail, the Toronto Star, you'll find articles on all sides of these issues every day, every single day.
Fair and balanced? Is that what you're saying?
How do you like that? Well, you won't find fair and balanced in the Toronto Sun or the, what's the other one? National Post. Two right-wing rags. Although, nevertheless, they have both columnists that have the opposite point of view. They have to. People wouldn't buy them. But, of course, in South Florida, I mean, we've got 4 daily newspapers here. Do you have a choice in South Florida?
No.
If you live in Dade, you got the Herald. If you live in Broward, you got the Sun Sentinel. If you live in Palm Beach, maybe you get the Sun Sentinel if you're really desperate, or the Palm Beach Post, which, forget about that. Even the fish won't get wrapped in that. They jump right out. That was my point, and we both got led down the garden path by this professional Zionist apologist. Whatever Israel does is right. You don't even know what he's talking about. But aside from that, there can be no debating that the Herald doesn't give any fair and balanced coverage. Whatever the issue is, that's what the Herald... And that at least is consistent. Through all the different changes at publishers, they've come and gone, and it doesn't make any difference. They've just become more strident and more right-wing and more apologetic, that's all. Just more extreme. Anyway,
so
here's the... How
you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm just waiting till 11:30 tomorrow morning.
We're just killing time.
And we already killed off 2 hours magnificently. We butchered it. Which of these people best fit the description? Too black. We took care of the Jews and the gays and the Cubans. Leave them alone, please. They've had enough grief. Or we've had enough grief from them. Which of these people best fits the description? Too black. Now, I only came up with a couple. Johnny Cochran. Oh, I got another one. I got 2 more. Sorry.
Right. It's not a 2 more.
Johnny Cochran, O.J. Simpson, Louis Farrakhan.
You took mine.
And Jesse Jackson. Professional black.
What about Al Sharpton?
Al Sharpton, he's probably too black for some. CBC is courting Al, by the way. Did you see that?
No, I did not.
CNBC, did I say CBC? Excuse me.
CBC.
CNBC is courting Al Sharpton, whatever his name is, for a TV show. Yeah. And also he's being courted by Premiere and a couple other radio networks for a syndicated radio show. I underline syndicated radio show. Al Sharpton. He was good. Gotta hand it to him. He was really good at all those debates.
You said it first, and then I watched it.
He and Dennis Kucinich, they said the right things. They performed the best. They had a sense of humor. They were strong in their positions. They didn't waffle. They didn't equivocate. And they got squat. And nobody voted for either one of them.
It's because they had bad hair.
Is that what it was?
Well, both
you're right. They both got real bad real bad dues. Maybe if we'd have just sent them both to Chuck Alfieri before the primary started, just maybe, but I doubt it. Because I'm sure that John Kerry didn't get elected on his look. That's for sure.
Oh, man.
5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T line. I'm sure we'll have no shortage of this because it's just the way it is, We have all these petty juices. Thank God that I have none, you know what I'm saying? WQAM, hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes, sir.
I got a brother for your poll.
All right.
How about Neon Deion Sanders?
Perfect, man. In fact, I was thinking about that when I made up the pool, and I forgot all about him.
Hey,
Thanks,
Neil.
Pally.
Well, all right. Hey.
Yeah.
Hi, Pally.
Okay. See, he was doing fine. And then he had to screw up, he could screw up a wet dream. Can I say that?
No.
He could screw up a dream. How could he do that?
I don't
just can't control himself.
No, he
You
can't.
finally actually had something to contribute, something to say, and he's still got to, take his pants down, show his ass to the world.
Hiya, Pally! That's more important than anything else.
I see. Well, that's always the purpose of its call. So we got Deion Sanders on there, I'm sure, and I'm sure that Josh can handle the spelling of Deion.
I think so.
Well, we'll see. D-E-I-N. Right?
Right.
Got it?
Got it.
I want no more embarrassment factor like that Desi Lou Arnaz, whatever that thing was with the 4 Z's
He
in it.
Googled it.
He ZZ topped it. Yeah, you Google it. The only problem is with Google, if you put in a misspelling, it'll say, oh yeah, we got a whole bunch of those too. However you spell it, see, the deal being, they don't want you to feel too stupid. See? No, that's what it is, because I've done the same thing. We've argued about things, and I've told you the same thing. I said, I did a search on it, and it came up spelled the way I spelled it.
I know.
And that's because the Internet wants you to feel like, smart. Like Fredo. Not dumb, smart.
Not like people say.
Right. Like Josh. WQAM, hello.
Hello, how are you?
Pretty good.
Want to talk to Neil?
I'm talking to you. You're talking to him.
Neil,
Yes, sir.
I got
Sammy Davis Jr., how about that one?
Sammy Davis Jr., they don't come much blacker or deader than Sammy, okay?
Or Jewish, too.
That's right. Thanks a lot, pal. Yeah, he made 2 of the 4 pulls. That's pretty good. Kind of a crossover, Sammy Davis. Invite him over for a crossover. For some hot cross. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. Just for fun, that's all. Nobody needs to get all uptight. Oh, he's picking on the Cubans. He's picking on the Jews. We're just having a little bit of fun.
Go whine.
Yeah. Well, I've had that. We don't have it so much lately because over the years I've kind of like, the people that are all that uptight, I've chased them away, thank goodness. Thank the Lord.
Oh, God.
Right. I don't want to be dealing with those people. If you have no sense of humor, if you're all uptight, if you're a professional ethnic and are looking to be offended, well, guess what? Get lost. Find something, okay?
Of course, if you're looking to be offended, we'll hook you up.
Well, and yeah, that's probably why you're still listening if you're looking to be offended.
Forget about it.
Right. He is the best. He really is. I'm not talking about the real Mo. I'm talking about Boca Brian's Mo. If we could somehow morph him into the body of the other one, we'd really have something. Like an audience. WQAM, hello.
How about, Bryant Gumbel?
Bryant Gumbel is too black? Get out of here. You're a crazy person, man. Bryant Gumbel is too black. He's like one shade beyond Michael Jackson last time I saw him. See, you're right. I'll tell you what. Just name a bunch of black people. Johnson and Jackson and Shufro and whatever.
Those are my favorite answers.
Brother.
How about everybody in Liberty City?
Yeah, how about everybody in Overtown? Everybody in Detroit? I mean, what the hell are you guys talking about? Brian Gumbel.
I got one. Africa.
How do you like that? I got one. Haiti.
Ooh.
Wow. Jamaica. Oh, there's a few white people in Jamaica.
About 30, man.
Not too many. 5670560. Leave it to them dark folks to come up with the good crap, man. They really know how to roll a big fat one. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. I don't want to screw up any of your deals with your Jamaican brothers there in the hood. You know what I'm saying?
I had some.
WQAM, hello.
Hi, Neil.
Right over there by that barber shop. Yes, sir.
I got one for you. Arsenio Hall.
Arsenio Hall is too dang black. And I think he could have been on one of the other polls, too, now that you mentioned it. I'm not too sure about him. You know what I mean?
The biggest teeth.
Yeah, the biggest teeth and the silliest ass that almost has fallen off of that sofa. Oh, bad. Now, you see, let me say this to you, okay? If those were black people in the audience, which they were white people last time because I saw it a couple of times, most of them were white folks doing that, making those silly monkey sounds. But if it would have been dark folks making that sound, somebody would have said, oh, that show, it's a racist show. See? Just like Howard Cosell calling Alvin Garrett the little monkey, see?
Monkey see?
Monkey do. 5670560. Which of these people best fits the description too black? I'm waiting for them to come up with Michael Jackson. That's the one I've been waiting for. Michael Jackson, he's just too damn black.
You said monkey do.
Yes, I did. Well, I can't say monkey crap. So I said monkey do. Yeah. Don't let Duff hear that I said monkey do. I said monkey do. How do you like that? Nah. I said monkey do. Yeah. And how do you like this one? People do.
Oh, no, they do not.
Some people do and some people don't. Remember
That's
that
your
song?
problem.
And some it's just as well. I love that song. Anyway, I don't know what did Josh, did you just tickle him with a feather or what?
Yeah.
Man, oh man, sure don't take much when he's just in the right mood. I think he's trying to throw us off because he got into that big argument with that Israeli apologist there, that Sharon Licker. That was so bad. That guy was even ready to sing My Sharona. He was so whipped up to a frenzy. Yeah, when the Palestinians get a responsible leader, right, and when the Israelis get one in, then it'll be, maybe there's going to be some progress. Then maybe we'll take a look again, but we're not going to hold our breath for that. Because guess who's waiting in the wings in Israel if Sharon goes to jail, which is a possibility. You always got good old Benjamin Netanyahu waiting in the wings.
Yeah, Bibi.
Yeah. Bibi Netanyahu, Bibi brain. Another militant right-wing lunatic. Anyway, 12 minutes after noon at 560 WQM. Think about it. For a virtual company to succeed without even a single storefront location means beating the competition on every dimension. And that's what Dial Mattress has been doing in South Florida for over a dozen years. When you call 1-800-MATTRESS, you'll get better prices, better delivery times, better customer service, better everything. Dial Mattress won the 2004 Better Business Bureau Local Torture Award for Excellence because they work harder than anybody else to earn your business before, during, and after the sale. When you call 1-800-Mattress and speak with one of their expert bedding consultants, you can rest assured you're getting the best possible mattress and deal all the way around. They got the top makers. They got Sealy, Serta, Simmons, King Coil, Tempur-Pedic, even Stearns and Foster Hewitt. And at 1-800-Mattress, you'll discover there's never an extra charge for same-day delivery either. Dial a Mattress, they take same-day orders all day long from Kendall to Stewart, Palm Beach to Fort Myers. And don't forget, when you call 1-800-Mattress, you still get to pick the date and 2-hour delivery window you want your mattress delivered, and they show up. They're mighty proud of their delivery record. On-time deliveries 99.7% of the time. I'm one of their zillions of satisfied customers, and I guarantee you, I'll bet Josh's life on it that you will be too. So do what I always do when the old mattress is bumpy and lumpy and worn out. You're not getting a great night's sleep. Just make that one easy call. That's all it takes. 1-800-Mattress or log on to their website, mattress.com. Dial a Mattress, 1-800-MATTRES, the easiest possible way to buy you a great new bed.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560, QAM.
Today I'd like to read a letter that I'm writing to all white people today in the spirit of unity and understanding. Dear white folk, couple of things you ought to know. When I'm born, I'm black. When I grow up, I'm black. When I get sick, I'm black. When I go out in the sun, I'm black. When I go out in the cold, I'm black. When I get scared, I'm black. And when I die, I'm still black. But you, my white man, when you're born, you are pink. When you grow up, you are white. When you get sick, you are green. When you go out in the sun, you go red. And when you get cold, you turn blue. When you get scared, you turn yellow. And the happiest time of my life is when white people die, you turn purple. And you got the damn nerve to call me colored.
Interesting spelling job. If you thought Desi Arnaz with 4 Z's was interesting, Farrakhan here is just we could do a whole show on that.
What's he going to do about it?
Faracon. You got the con part right. I like that.
I think he was trying to spell Farrakhan.
Oh, Maricon?
Luis
Let's
Farrakhan.
try. Well, Eric's going to have to correct it. He knows how to spell it. Farakhan.
Yeah, there's an H in there somewhere.
Something like that.
It's a made-up name
we got
anyway.
some creative spelling on. Everybody's doing well in spite of it. Al Sharpton's got, we just got a few votes to get started here on this one. Not all that many. Because these people that are voting now don't want to be perceived as being racist. See, it was okay on the Cuban one. We had a plethora. We had almost 500 votes in 2 hours. Jamming it. But on this one, well, we got to be real careful, you know. Which of these people best describes fits the description of being too black? I'll tell you right now, I voted for Johnny Cochran. You know, the race car thing with him. His whole deal seems to be, you know what I mean? That's it.
I voted for Jesse.
Al Sharpton 8, Louis Farrakhan 5, Deion Sanders 4, Jesse Jackson 3, Johnny Cochran 2, O.J. Simpson 1, none yet for Sammy Davis Jr. or Arsenio. Just the first 23 votes. They're coming in real slow now because people are looking over their shoulder when they vote. WQAM, hello.
Coretta Scott King.
Coretta Scott King is too black? Now don't go putting that on there, Josh.
Okay.
Coretta Scott King is too black?
Rosa Parks.
WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Local Color Brother checking in.
All right.
Take you back to your WILD days with Brian Cox.
Brian Cox is an excellent one.
Yeah.
We can't
But I think it'll be tough to beat on Deion Sanders there.
Watch yourself, though. Brian will sue your ass, man.
I know, right?
Take care.
All right, Neil.
Bye.
Hey, Brian,
Are you sure?
happy?
No, don't start.
Hey, I know when to stop.
Oh, man. Brian Cox, I'm sure that Josh can handle that.
I can handle it.
5670560. And you gave me crap for Monkey Do, huh? Wow. So to speak. WQAM, hello.
Neil,
Yes, sir.
I got one. Spike Lee.
Spike Lee is too dang black for me, man. That's all he does is make a bunch of let's feel sorry for you dark folk movies.
Smoking his joint movies there.
Exactly. Thanks a lot, man.
Hey, one more thing.
Yes.
Neil, when you're back down here in town,
Yes?
For lunch, check out Moe's Grill.
567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line.
Oh, speaking of this issue.
One moment, please. WQM, hello.
Good afternoon, Mr. Rogers.
Good afternoon, Mr. Caller.
I can tell you're doing very well. You sound
Yes, I
very
am.
good today.
I'm doing great.
I'm having a wonderful day myself.
Well, that's good. I didn't ask, but I'm glad you are.
The last caller just took my thunder about Spike Lee. I wanted to say the same thing, but I would like to say thank you for shining the light on these Republican cockroaches out there. And this is coming to you from a Republican voter, by the way.
Right.
I am so sick and tired of what they're doing out there.
Well, I vote several times the opposite this time. Make up for lost time. Thank you. Now, what were you just going to say?
The new Chris Rock HBO special is good and quite watchable. You'll like it.
Oh, we're not putting Chris Rock on there, are we?
No, we're not. He's a good guy.
I got one for you. I got another one.
Okay.
Will Smith.
Yes, he will.
Oh, boy. Will Smith. You got it there, Josh? Will Smith. He just makes me, and there's just something about him. And he's not really like real dark complected. We're not talking about complexion,
He
okay?
has to work at it, and he does.
If we were talking about complexion, you could just put like Nat King Cole on there, you know. And don't put him on there.
Cole.
No, seriously, he was very, very, I mean, you know how it goes. Some people are like Halle Berry, and some people are like old King Cole and Nat King Cole. Natalie Cole. Now, I haven't seen Natalie Cole in a long time. I forget. Is she like real dark complected? No.
No, she's medium.
She's like, medium charcoal. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. WQAM, hello.
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson's good. He's too black and too obnoxious and too a lot. In fact, see, there's an example of a guy that most of the black folks would probably like to give back. Just like me with Bob Kunst and who you were doing with the Cuban thing.
Oh, I have a long list for that.
No, see, a lot of people that you would just like give them. We don't want to take credit for them. Okay, they must be. Check the birth certificate. Must be something else. WQAM, hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Maricón.
Him.
WQAM, hello.
That's one.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
How about Bernie Mac and Steve Harvey?
I like Marty Cohen better. Didn't you?
Yeah. Good friend of mine, Marty.
I didn't know Marty Cohen was black. I thought he was white, but then again, I didn't know him all that well, you know.
So
Old
the
boxing
question
guy.
is, how many black comedians can you name?
Right. Now we're not playing that game, okay? How many black guys can you name? All right, and women, don't leave them out.
Right.
And chillin'.
Are you chilling?
Yes, till 11:30
Like a
tomorrow
villain?
morning. I told you that. I'm not lying.
Right,
If I'm lying, I'm dying. If I'm lying, you're dying. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Good. Hey, you ever heard of this rapper Chuck D?
Chuck D, yeah, I heard him.
Yeah, I want to nominate him for being too black.
All right, thanks. And what about, let's put him on there, what about 50 Cent?
Okay.
See, and again, there's another one. A lot of black folks say, oh, no, we don't, he's white. He just does the Al Jolson thing, you know, puts on
Speaking
the
of that,
black
a little
face.
bit of reversal. Let's put Eminem on here, even though he's white.
No.
He's too black.
No, he's not. We're not talking about that.
Making a joke. Just making a joke.
No, you weren't. No, you weren't. You were trying to sneak it on there, probably winking at Josh, get it, slip it in there.
I don't wink at Josh. That's you.
Good. No, I don't either.
You're winking now.
First of all, when I'm there, he ain't there, okay?
That's right.
He's nowhere near that place.
He walks through.
Real fast.
I don't blame him.
5, 6, 7. I don't know why you say that. You just want to instill fear and paranoia, man. When I'm not there, my ears ought to be burning from the kind of crap that's going on. Trust me.
Oh, please.
There ain't nobody in that building that I'm like hyperventilating about, which is a lot more than I can say for some people I know over the
you
years.
Don't bite.
Wow, including that blonde, whatever her name was, and just be glad I got Alzheimer's, who you had crawling around on the floor all the time. What was her name?
Shannon.
Shannon, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
George always had some assignment for whatever he was looking for was always down in the bottom of the filing cabinet.
Well, we
Not
just
on
don't
the
have
top
enough
shelf.
space.
It was always down there on the bottom, so she had get down on the floor, start crawling around a lot.
Not my fault she wore thong underwear.
Right. WQAM, hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Louis Farrakhan.
We don't have him?
Of course we have him.
Yeah, he's got 10 votes. What are you talking about, man? That's why I just played that bit.
We have him in spades.
In fact, what about Deion Sanders? Oh, that's right. He's in first place. See, that's the other thing. Name us a bunch of black folks, and also Read us back the name of some of the people that are already on there.
Right.
That'll help us kill some really good time to get out of here at 2 o'clock for the... Now, let's see. We never even get the schedule out today. Shame on me. Well, that's because I'm pissed off about it. Because those freaking Marlins, who lost 13-10 last night, a wild game in Colorado. Typical Colorado game in that ballpark. But anyway, they got an afternoon game, but they're playing out there, so of course the time difference, they start at 3:05 as opposed to like 1:05 they would have. See?
No.
So we got Curtis Stevenson 2 to 2:30 because big shots like the Mad Dog and yours truly in the Humper.
All right.
We don't come in for like a half an hour. We just bring in some, Curtis is fine. He'll do a good half hour for you. Marlins on deck at 2:30. Marlins at the Rockies 3:05 trying to come back after last night after a wild slug out. We got the big at 6 till 10. 4 hours of that. Whoa, let's hope for extra innings. And Eddie K after that. Why am I picking on him so much lately? I don't know. He just, there's just something not there. As in, I don't know.
I think an anti-Semite.
That must be it. Orlando Alsequiri sounds pretty Jewish to me. Hey, I'll tell you what, no matter what you are, if your carpets are schmutzy, it don't make any difference. Even if you don't understand what the word schmutz means, you know what it's at. You know, if your carpets smell bad, they look kind of grimy. Dogs, the kids, everybody's done a job on them. Here's the answer. Call my good friends at Dry Concepts like I've been doing for over 20 years in several different homes, and every single time I use them, even no matter how much I know they're going to do a super job, I always just kind of look around and say, holy crap, how could they do this on my floor? Kind of like when I had the dogs, I used to say the same thing. Holy crap, how could they do this on my floor? Which is why I needed Dry Concepts a lot. Once a year should do the job, using their trained technicians who'll dry clean your carpets like you dry clean your clothing. They'll leave them looking brand new, smelling lemony fresh. They're dry in a couple of hours, so you really can clean today, entertain tonight. And they give you a written guaranteed price up front, whether it's your carpeting, your area rugs, your oriental rugs, your drapery, your furniture, upholstery, all of these things. They do the same stupendous job and no rip-offs or bad surprises at the end of the job. Call today and see how you can save 15% on the next carpet cleaning, too, just by asking them to put you on their standby list. That'll save you an extra 15% off the already unbeatable price of that stupendous job. Call Dry Concepts today. They'll never let you down. 1-800-248-5071. That's 1-800-248-5071. Or check them out on the web at dryconcepts.com.
Live and local. We're Sports Radio 560 QAM.
All that stuff, man. Baba Ganoush. Get that mess out my face. Damn. Give it to Mikey, man. He hate everything.
Say, that's not too bad.
He like it. Hey, Mikey.
Mike Tyson's back and he's worshiping Muhammad. Allah, Allah, Mike Tyson. Now he's gonna kick ass and get everything he wanted. Allah, Allah, Mike Tyson's back. It's been 3 years, has he become a wussy? Allah, Allah, Mike Tyson's back. The first thing that he did is go out and get some meow. Allah, Allah, Mike Tyson's back. Hey, now Allah is his mentor. And he'll bomb the World Trade Center. In the ring, he's gonna look to deck ya. Allah, Allah, Mike Tyson's back. Just stand east, cause he'll be west facing Mecca. Allah, Allah, Mike Tyson's back. Hey, Iron Mike, get your big hand off our asses. Allah, Allah, Mike Tyson's back. That skull cap is cute, but we won't go for your passes. Allah, Allah, Mike Tyson's back. Now, if you're into pinching tails, every butt cheek's got a veil. We thought in jail that you might turn gay. How-oo, how-oo. You'd make a real cute miss like USA. How-oo. Oh! Mike Tyson's back and he's Koran.
27 till 1 at 560. How's Mikey doing, by the way? He ain't doing too good. He only got 4 votes. Which of these people best fits the description of being too black? Deion Sanders, 22. I want to change my vote for Deion. What was I thinking about? He's one of the very few people, when I see them on my TV screen, I just get physically ill. With that pimp outfit he's got on, and all the jewelry and just... I mean, where's that yellow Seville is what I'd like to know. Okay, is he hiding that in the parking lot somewhere?
It's in the garage. I feel blessed.
God.
I've never seen him.
You're lucky. That's because he's only on round of football games. The NFL today and yesterday and next week and a week from Sukkot.
Yeah. I got those programmed out on my TV.
All of these
things.
Right. But you're lucky. In fact, you also don't get to see Terry Bradshaw, which means you'll live a lot longer. Deion Sanders, 22. Louis Farrakhan, 17. I got a good poll for tomorrow.
Yeah?
Which of these people best fits the description? Redneck.
Right, I was thinking that.
Well, why didn't you say it?
For the closer. I thought we'd get to it eventually.
Well, we will tomorrow. Well, see, tomorrow that'll be like a little window dressing for when the ratings come out at 11:30, and then we can huh?
Right.
I think I'm just going to read the numbers for Big 106 because it's going to be so cataclysmic. It's going to be, that's not a prediction, that's a fact. And anybody who wasn't listening yesterday, I read it how many times?
About 30, man.
Should have saved the story. It was the San Diego FM station that carried the Howard Stern show before, of course, Cheap Channel sold out. They sold their devil to Michael Powell and the FCC. They had in February, they had an 8.9 share. This is, the book just came out, so they have the month by month. February 8.9. In March, after Stern went off on that station, they had a 0.7. 8.9 to a 0.7. It's almost like somebody tore the tower down.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And they got a few residual diaries from people that didn't know they were off the air. It's almost that bad. And I predict Big 106 can duplicate that easily.
Absolutely.
When those numbers come out tomorrow. Anyway. This is a story that's just nauseating. And you'll like it a lot. You want to know why?
Why?
Because they rip one of your least favorite people. Her name is Bawa. Bawa. Television in the past few years has given us reality shows in which average men and women battle for a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a job with Donald Trump, or a $1 million ticket off a deserted island. Now the industry is taking the genre to a new level. According to recent promotional ads and releases, an episode of the ABC News Magazine show 2020 airing 10 p.m. this Friday will feature 5 couples competing and vying to adopt a baby boy. The host of the program is one of the most prominent broadcasters, Barbara Wawa. Walter's upcoming show is arousing anger among adoption workers across the country who find the depiction of families competing for and winning a baby tasteless. Adoption is not a competition.
Well, what if it's a tasty baby?
A baby is not a prize to be won. ABC is exploiting this child and the whole idea of adoption on national television. I'm disgusted, said Jean Trudeau Tate, Vice President of the Florida Adoption Council. We're not happy about it, said attorney Marianne Shearer of Adoption Placement Inc., a plantation agency. Shearer and other adoption professionals all across the country have been writing and calling ABC, voicing their displeasure over the program's game show-like nature and asking, please don't air it. The program's website's been flooded in recent days with angry chat room postings. Probably calls to chat shows, too. From adoptive parents, birth mothers, and others. Among the messages, you will win the award for the best trash on TV if you air this show, and I'm really surprised at Babwa. Thought she was a journalist. Little did we know. Just a total sellout.
Right. How are they going to be competing, the parents?
Will you just let me finish this?
All right.
Some writers are urging viewers to complain to the FCC. Or are calling for boycotts of Disney, the parent company of ABC. And Comcast says, no, we don't want to buy anymore, by the way. Disney. In response to the outcry, ABC pulled its promotional ad and replaced it with a version that does not portray the process as a competition or reality show. ABC News Vice President Jeffrey Schneider would not discuss the contents of the show, which will air during the start of a rating sweeps period, just by coincidence, I'm sure, but said review copies that included references to the adoption as a competition do not reflect final editing changes. It is a very responsible, interesting, thoughtful hour on a process most Americans might not know anything about, he said. The uproar is over Be My Baby, the Friday episode that had been billed as a unique look inside the intense competition of the open adoption process. The hour-long show focuses on Jessica, a 16-year-old pregnant Ohio girl, and her struggle to select one of 5 couples to adopt her unborn son. The mother-to-be wants a couple who will permit her and her extended family to continue to play a prominent role in the boy's life. Seeking to adopt the child, who had yet to be born at the time of taping, Karen and Tab Brown, mortgage broker and sales exec, Steve and Kathy Fellinger, police officer and administrative assistant, teachers Tina and Daniel McKean, financial administrators Steve and Joyce Strasser, and Beth and Matt Trinka, warehouse supervisor and physical therapist. The show's news releases refer to the couples as finalists, shadowing them as they each go through a 30-minute interviews to convince the pregnant girl that they'd be the best parents for her soon-to-be-born baby. At one point, Tab Brown says he feels as though he's on the dating show The Bachelor. You're in or you're out tonight. Adoption professionals fear the show, which, while perhaps well-intentioned, will leave viewers with inaccurate ideas about the process. Also, birth mothers today do review family profiles and select individuals and couples to raise their children. They do so only after adoption agencies have, through careful scrutiny of all parties, narrowed the choice to far fewer than 5, experts say. Maybe we can just bring Donald Trump on and say, hey, you got the kid. Huh?
Oh, man.
Rarely do birth mothers interview 5 families, and the process does not take 30 minutes, they say. It involves months of obtaining information, asking for more information, and behind-the-scenes discussions with mothers and adopted families before any meeting occurs. Families who are not chosen sometimes never even know they were under consideration. The process that it shows is unlike anything I've ever seen in real life, said Adam Pertman. Oh, then it ought to be a TV reality show.
Right, unreal.
He's executive director of the New York-based Evan B. Donaldson Adoption Institute. It's much more private normally. Indeed, the camera's presence, not to mention Walters, cannot be downplayed. Adoption workers wonder, did the adoptive parents agree to participate, thinking they'd somehow have a better chance of getting a baby? Did Jessica feel pressure to relinquish her rights to her child because she was appearing on 2020? What effect years later will the show have on the boy and his self-image? All of these things. There's a lot of anxiety, a lot of concern that this really degrades the process. Oh, perfect for TV if it's degrading, said Doug Reininger, president of American Academy of Adoption Attorneys. The focus is all on winning the prize. It might as well be a basket of fruit.
See, they're doing
How do you like that?
If they had some obstacle courses, maybe eating bugs, getting naked, then they'd have something.
That's next Friday.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAM.
It's Day O in Miami town at 560 WQAM.
On the next Deadwood, David Milch's version of the Old West, when cowboys were smelly and used 500 curse words per sentence, there's a new gunslinger in town to avenge the death of his friend, Wild Bill Hickman.
What you do from these parts, stranger?
Yeah, who the are you? I'm Buffalo Bill, Mommy.
He's saying
Ted Levine is Buffalo Bill.
you sure are fast on a draw.
I wouldn't be fast if I didn't put the lotion in a holster.
What is it, stranger?
Take me to the tailor for my new skin suit.
That's about as close as we can get to promoting the dialogue of Deadwood, only on HBO.
12:45 at 560 WQAM. Which of these people best fits the description? Too black. Deion Sanders, 27. Louis Farrakhan, 26. Got the spelling right. Nice going, Eric. Jesse Jackson, 23. Al Sharpton, 23. Got a good four-way battle going there. Spike Lee got 16. Johnny Cochran, 9. 50 Cent, 8. O.J. Simpson, 4. Mike Tyson, 4. Arsenio, 3. Brian Cox, 1. Alan Keyes, 1. Will Smith, none. Sammy Davis Jr.'s got the big O. And Chuck D's got none. And Troy Stratford don't have any. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T. I would say Troy's just barely even like light chocolate, you know?
Yeah.
Light mocha. WQAM, hello.
Yes, I had a suggestion for the poll. I don't know.
Yes, sir.
Bobby Brown.
Bobby Brown, downtown Bobby Brown.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Who likes to knock Whitney down a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, thanks a lot, pal.
Sure.
And have a great day. Good old Bobby Brown. He's just, and another one, I'm sure they'd like to say, oh, no, you guys can have him. Maybe tomorrow he'll wake up like yellow. He can be like, turn Chinese.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I would have said turning Japanese, but, yeah, can't say that.
Not no more.
No. Back in the day, though. WQAM, hello.
Neil,
Yes, sir.
how you doing?
I'm doing great.
I got a request for your poll.
A request, okay, and what would that be?
Eminem.
Eminem, that's a request. George said that before, I don't know. What do you think, Josh? We'll let you break the tie.
No.
No. He's not black.
No, I was making a joke.
Yeah, George was doing it as a joke. It would be like
you know?
saying that Elvis, because he did R&B music, was black, you know?
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah, well, and Pat Boone, you know, Tutti Frutti. By the way, right under, and I don't think we're getting the respect for, what's her name? What is her name that's on there? The first, behind the, what is her name? Heidi, Fleiss? Heidi,
yeah, that's her.
No, seriously, who we got?
Carrie Werrer.
Oh, yeah, Katarina Witt. No, Carrie Werrer, however you say her name, just, don't sell her short, if you catch my drift. That's a good picture.
Catch her while she's
I just don't think a lot of people know who she is. Am I wrong about that?
She's been in a million things, but no, she never quite broke through, you know what I mean?
She never made the big breakthrough.
Like
well, it looks like she's got the material to break through, at least a window.
Sure, used to.
At high speed.
She had them taken out, so.
Still something left there. 567-0560, pound 560. We can't say what, though, can we?
So that's the
Just
before
checking.
picture.
Just checking, Duff. Of course, he ain't into that anyway. WQAM, hello.
Uncle Neil, you
Yes, sir.
Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby is
that's
pretty
right.
dang black. That's right. Good choice.
He's the one.
And Uncle
And I
Neil,
understand
another
that
thing
he only eats the chocolate Jello pudding. Yes.
Another thing is, you get a chance, definitely check out Deadwood. It's well worth it. George also.
Okay,
well,
thanks.
Bye.
That's on HBO though, right?
What nights? I wish I knew.
Yeah.
Check your local listings.
I don't get HBO, but we have some other funky channels here that carry like Sopranos and shows that are on HBO.
You don't get it
Some-
as in you can't get it or just don't have it?
It ain't. It's not on my digital cable. It's not available. It doesn't exist here. It's an American thing. And which doesn't mean we don't have a lot of American things like CNN.
Well, that's wrong.
There's that self-hating David from there who ought to be tarred and feathered.
How are you going to see Chris Rock?
What did I just get through saying to you? There isn't one of those shows that doesn't wind up either on Global or CTV or one of these many goofball off-brand networks we got here, okay? You just have to know where to find it. And the show, too. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. You know, this is on a whole different level, these names here, even though there are a lot of people who aren't exactly what you call popular, than the first 2 hours with the Cuban thing.
Right.
Now, I didn't invent it, and there are people, oh, no, you've been doing this Cuban bashing for 20 years. Right, like, I invented this. I'm not even there. There is a hostility that exists in that town that is just so, always like simmering right under the surface. Well, every now and then it boils over when there's something really important like Alien or something like that, or the Latin Grammys or whatever. But it's just always at the simmering point. All you gotta do is like somebody just give you the wrong look. Or somebody go to the airport and have some caustic comment made by some old Cuban guy. That did it for me. WQAM, hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
James Brown.
James Brown, he pretty black. Good choice. And always in trouble, man. See, one thing in common at people on this list, not all of them, like Will Smith, he ain't no trouble. He's just annoying. Really annoying. See, most of the people I would say either are in trouble or they are trouble. Right?
Right.
Deion Sanders, he's had his brush or two with the law. Louis Farrakhan, he's trouble. Al Sharpton. Deion's got 32, Louis Farrakhan 29, Al Sharpton 26, Jesse Jackson 24. That is a battle. That's what you call a hoss race. Spike Lee 19, Johnny Cochran 10.
Sure,
We're not going to play the race card, you understand? What?
Sure, I'm glad you're pronouncing that really good these days.
Johnny Cochran.
We don't want another
50
election.
Cent has got 9. Looks like he needs about 41 more cent. Mike Tyson 5, O.J. Simpson 4, Arsenio Hall 4. Brian Cox has got a pair.
Are you sure?
Alan Keyes 1, Bobby Brown 1, and no votes yet. This is amazing for Sammy Davis Jr., Chuck D, Will Smith, or Bill Cosby just went on there out of 166. But just not the same kind of zeal for this particular poll as the first one. No. WQAM, hello.
Hi, I'm calling for Neil.
Yes, ma'am, speaking to him.
Hi, Neil. I just wanted to give a local figure for you.
Okay.
The Reverend Victor Curry.
Oh, that's a good one. Bishop Victor Curry, right.
Exactly. Thanks, Neil.
Thanks. See ya. What is his exact title besides
Bishop Victor Curry?
Besides Schmendrick Hole. Bishop Victor Curry, there's one of your local yokels, and Ojean Provocateur, if there ever was one. He's the one that's always complaining about this show and all of these things, and he's racist. He's probably not happy with this segment with these 2 hours, even though we spread it around for just about every kind of group under the sun, of which 2 that I fit into myself, and one that George fits into.
Mm-hmm.
Josh, we don't know where to fit him in.
Redneck.
Yeah.
Wow. Not really.
I don't think so.
He's a
I don't
generic.
think rednecks, not too many rednecks live in Weston, you think?
Well,
live in Coral Springs.
I thought you lived in Weston.
Nah.
Yeah, George told me yesterday you live in what? You moved?
I said somewhere out there.
Yeah, somewhere. To you, it's all the same, okay? We
Out
can't
the
all live in a
swamp.
real prestigious area like Hollywood.
Yeah. What's wrong with that? Ask your mom.
Wow. Yeah, ask Mom. Maybe she can have you over for lunch every now and then, now that you're almost
Sure.
neighbors. Right.
I'll do it.
WQAM, hello.
Neil,
Yes, sir.
I got a name for your poll.
In fact, maybe you
Jim
should hook
Brown.
up. Who is it?
Jim Brown.
Tim Brown?
Jim Brown.
Oh, Jim Brown. Jim Brown. Yeah, he's pretty dark, right. He's dark and literally, you know what I mean? He's a dark character. Great football player, but he's like all kinds of problems, man. She could make you some really bad matzo ball soup like she made me the last time I was down there. Don't ever make that again, Ma. It was the worst crap I ever had in my life. It was just gruesome. Those were 2 of the worst. Well, it was just bad soup, you know what I mean? It was just bad stuff.
Just walk away.
No, I was thinking more like when I saw it.
Be afraid.
Yeah.
Be very afraid.
And I was. But I made the mistake. I ate it, and it was pretty nasty. See, you don't like matzo ball soup out of a can, so just forget about the soup, Ma. Just stick with the really good stuff, like those Millie burgers that'll really, yeah. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT. She makes great potato pancakes, I'll say that. Can I eat those?
No.
I'll eat them anyway. WQAM, hello.
Hey, got one for the Black Bull.
Yes, sir.
Stokey Carmichael. Also, got a suggestion too.
How about Hoagie Carmichael?
How about it?
Hoagie sandwich.
A suggestion too for another poll would be
Yes, sir.
blacks that are too white.
That's not bad. I like that.
And also, I've ridden Metrofail 4 times.
He's what?
He rode the Metrofail 4 times.
Oh, he rode Metrofail 4 times. I can understand what he be saying. He rode the Metrofail 4 times. That's good. Everybody calls in. We want to find out if you ever rode the Metrofail and how you like the ribs at Shorty's. Really stop and think about that. I remember people like Richard Friedman having a cow back in the day. And the Herald was just pontificating, oh, this is going to be so great for the community, and it's going to do this. And, of course, the only reason the Herald cared about it is because it went downtown. Anything that went downtown, that tried to beef up that crappy neighborhood that the Herald is in. And let me ask you this, since I never go downtown Miami, I'm not anywhere near it, all that big renovation they were going to do there, right around where the Herald is and all, has that taken place yet?
Well, you got your Bayside.
Now, I'm not talking about Bayside. No, this was a little bit closer in to where One Herald Plaza is there,
Uh-huh.
And we're going to renovate, and we're going to be shopping malls and all this really fancy schmancy and really goose it up, and everybody's going to be schlepping, running down to be in downtown Miami and increase the value of the Herald property, of course.
I think there's a new fake Rolex watch stand that wasn't
See,
there before.
that's just an ancillary benefit, the fact that it would benefit the Herald and goose up their property. They would never allow that to interfere with their editorial judgment. WQAM, hello. QAM.
I got your winner here.
Yes, sir?
Michael Irvin.
Michael Irvin. Okay, thank you. Michael Irvin. And is it me or are these people not pronouncing some of the names right? Like Stokely Carmichael, not Stokey. I remember Mike Stokey, and I remember Stokey's out there on I-75. Are they still in business? We talk about them all the time. I don't even know if they really still exist.
Stookies?
Stookies.
Yeah, they're still around.
Where they get that rancid peanut brittle from about 6-7 years ago?
They're still at the plaza.
Yeah. And Mother Butler's Pies. What are the cookies at the Turnpike Plaza? Mrs. Fields.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You'll have a Fields Day out there at the Turnpike. And, of course, Nathan's. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
You know what they say? You can't... I'm not going to say it.
we can't even.
Something about Nathan's Weenies, but I'm not going to say it. 12:56 at 560 QAM.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAM.
Oh, this is Arnold. This is not a tumor. It's the 1 to 2 hour.
I broke in through her bedroom window at 5 a.m. to dip my... And what I did, I knew was criminal. But that ain't nothing new if you play for the fish. I guess my girlfriend forgot to tell me that this other bitch was someone else's wife. Oh man, her early husband was mean and healthy, and I found out when it chased me with a knife. Why didn't that bitch tell me? It was too dark to see. She be in bed with her husband, and that scares the piss out of me. Feet don't fail me now.
Well, how do you like that? I guess we both we were doing so well that we got to that. I could have, done one of those.
Obscured it.
101 at 560 WQAM. You what?
I
dumped
the buzzer. Okay.
Secret Service questions student on drawings. Prosser, Washington. Secret Service agents questioned a high school student about anti-war drawings he did for art class, one of which depicted President Bush's head on a stick. Another pencil and ink drawing portrayed Bush as a devil launching a missile with a caption reading, "End the war on terrorism." The 15-year-old boy's art teacher at Prosser High School turned the drawings over to school administrators who notified police who called the Secret Service. We involve the police anytime we have a concern, Prosser Superintendent Ray Tallcatcher told the Tri-City Herald newspaper. Secret Service agents, I thought that's where you threw your money when you go on the turnpike, in the toll catcher?
See.
Secret Service agents interviewed the boy last Friday. The student who was not arrested has not been identified. The school district disciplined him, but district officials refused to say what the punishment was. Tollcatcher said the boy was not suspended. The artwork apparently was part of an assignment to keep a notebook of drawings, according to Kevin Cravens, a friend of the boy's family. The drawing that drew the most notice showed a man in what appeared to be Middle Eastern-style clothing holding a rifle. He was also holding a stick with an oversized head of the president on it. The student said the head was enlarged because it was intended to be an effigy, Cravens said. The caption called for an end to the war in Iraq. A message left by the AP with an, was not returned. If this 15-year-old kid in Prosser is perceived as a threat to the president, then we're living in 1984, Cravens said. Tollcatcher insisted it was not a freedom of speech issue, but a concern over the depiction of violence. From what I saw, school officials are right to be concerned. Prosser Police Chief Wynn Taylor be saying. No relation to Frank Taylor, who only had one thumb. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. Which of these people best fits description too black? You know, the guy that said we ought to do one about which black people are too white. I mean, how many of those are there?
About 30, man.
Huh? Michael Jackson.
OJ.
No.
I'm not talking about white looking. He plays golf. He doesn't
Oh,
hang
I
out
see.
with
Live
any
in the
black
white
people.
world. I see what you're
Lifestyle,
saying.
you remember?
Bryant Gumball.
Oh, yeah.
What's his brother's name that stinks the joint out on CBS? Greg Gumball. I beg your pardon?
Said Greg.
Okay, speak up there now. Beat you to it, though. Greg Gumball, man, he's just awful. He's just horrendous. He makes Dave Van Boring sound exciting. Oh, by the way, say hi to Dave next time you're doing a game with him, Josh.
I'll do that.
WQAM, hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
How are you today?
Pretty good.
I wanted to mention something. No one's brought it up yet. And I hate to admit, I was listening to Alan Colmes on the radio last night.
Oh
my God.
Wow, how depressing. You're the one.
Somebody has to do it.
Yeah.
So he mentioned I think it was yesterday, the day before, in the House of Representatives, when they were doing the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yes.
It was Democrat Jim McDermott of Washington. It was his turn to lead the House in the pledge. And when he got to the part where you're supposed to say "under God," he left it out. And the Republicans went berserk. One of them got up, some guy from Texas, I think named Sessions, got up on the House floor and said this is an assault on American tradition and values, and it has to be stopped.
Excellent.
And I'm surprised no one mentioned it.
I didn't see any stories about it anywheres.
Well,
I've been
it was on
scouring
Alan
like I always do. I never read one word about it, even under God.
So it'll probably show up later. And I wanted to recommend a quick book to you.
Okay.
It's called Take Them at Their Words, Shocking, Amusing, and Baffling Quotations from the GOP and Their Friends 1994 to 2004.
Okay.
And it's just little quotations that you can throw in and irritate them.
Okay, thanks, pal.
Okay,
Have
Neil,
a great day.
take care. Bye-bye.
One nation under...
Oh, God.
That would have really done it, you know what?
Wish I'd have seen that.
Yeah, well, I'll scour for it. We'll find it. 5670560. Don't forget to look for the QM van 5 to 7 this afternoon at Anchors Away, located at Beach Place in Fort Lauderdale. Stop by to spin the wheel for prizes and register to win 300 scratch-off tickets from the Florida Lottery. I don't know how many you get a chance to win. Maybe all 300. I have no idea because they just tell us crap. It's the Anchors Away party for the Air and Sea show today at Beach Place. As long as they get in a commercial plug, they don't really care about the other information. WQAM, hello.
Yes, I
Yes,
have
sir.
an addition to Neil's poll.
Okay.
Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac?
Yes,
Somebody
Bernie
mentioned
Mac.
him earlier, and we dismissed it as he's just a black comedian.
Yeah, he's just a black guy.
Okay, well,
Why
I
is
have
he too black?
another addition.
Okay.
He may not fit the profile, but how about Eminem?
No. Okay. 0 for 2. Sorry. Sorry.
You know who we forgot, though?
Who's that?
Eminem.
Give me a clue. Well, don't tell me that's too fast. I mean, give me a hint, and we can kill a couple minutes with this. Give me a hint.
First
What does he
initial,
smell like?
M.
M what?
Second initial M.
Second initial M? You
I
mean the
already
last
said it.
name or the second initial of his first name?
Oh,
I
the
didn't
second
say
initial
draw it
of his
out
last
one
name.
letter at a time.
Got blonde hair.
Blonde hair.
Yeah. Well, not naturally blonde. Bleaches it.
Yeah.
Sings a lot of rap songs.
Yeah.
Sounds like
And-
a candy.
Yeah.
Melt in your mouth.
WQAM, hello.
Hi, can I speak to Neil?
I'm snickering as you're saying that. Yes,
Hey.
sir, speak to me.
How are you, sir?
Pretty good.
How
about Eminem?
Hello?
I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Bear with me. I've been trying to get a hold of you for a while now.
I'm here.
Slippery.
I've been a long-time listener since the birdseed days, if you recall those.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Lou Crone is still having bad bowel movements because of those days.
Well, all I wanted to say is, like you always say, looks like the Democrats are going to snap the defeat out of the jaws of victory or something like that.
They're going to self-destruct is what you're trying to say. They're going to grab defeat from the jaws of victory. That is
Exactly.
correct. Looks like it. They're well on their way.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And also, like, as you might recall from those days, we might call you Neil Nostradamus because you predicted all this. Remember when you were for John Anderson?
Yeah.
And Reagan was going to be elected. You said all these appointees on the Supreme Court are going to bring, days that we're going to rule. Remember those days?
Right, I do. Sure.
Yeah. Well, now we're paying for those choices now.
You got it. That's why we got what we got right now.
Yeah. And
Thanks to these Supremes.
and all these so-called patriot Republicans that say, the thing America is about is choice. When they this ACC decisions before the Breastgate or whatever you want to call it, at least we had the choice whether to listen to you or Howard Stern or not. Now we have no choice. They had the choice to turn you on or off.
They're a bunch of Nazis, man. I mean, no sense beating around the bush. They're a bunch of Nazis, plain and
Exactly.
simple. Good luck to us, Pally. I'll see you at the border.
Well, keep giving it to them, Neil.
All right.
Thank you.
5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. You can almost smell those numbers, can't you, coming off that thing tomorrow? Huh? You can almost smell them. 11:30 in the morning, I'm getting my new drum today. I'm going to stick that right in my brother fax machine there, my fax copier, scanner, whatever else it does. And then tomorrow morning we'll get that drum roll just like you heard right there, all whipped up into a frenzy. We'll see what happens, okay? And then we just proceed from there. Life goes on. But I don't think for WBGG, I think Big 106 is going to really, really just bite the bullet, man. They're going to bite the big one. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
How about Eddie Murphy?
Eddie Murphy is a fabulous choice. I second that emotion and triple it, too. Thanks a lot. Eddie Murphy.
We got it.
He can sing, can he?
No.
He can sure act.
No.
But he sure knows how to pick up a crossdresser, whatever that thing was. He's a little confused, that's all. Another legend in his own mind. I mean, he, back in the day, he was funny for like about 10 seconds, 20 seconds, right?
And PJ's is good.
I'm not talking about what he wore to bed.
No, I'm talking about what he ate.
Oh. Oh, seriously, he was fairly amusing at times, but then he just became too big for his britches. And he was one of these guys, he was a singer, and he was just like Will Smith. What the hell was that horrible song that Will Smith did that was like number one for about 75 weeks?
Which one? He's had several.
The Wild West with a cowboy hat, the dark-complected cowboy. Well, you know what I'm talking about.
It was called Wild Wild West.
Yeah, that's what I just say. Oh, man, and they must have shown that on those European music channels. They must have shown that about how many seconds?
About 30, man.
Every 30 seconds they kept showing that dang thing over and over and over again. Something about the Schwarzer cowboy angle, it just kind of like left me limp, if you catch my drift. Or left me, like that. Louis Farrakhan, 40. This is a battle. We haven't had a poll like this in a long time. Which of these people best fit the description? Too black. Louis Farrakhan, 40. Deion Sanders, 38. Spike Lee, 33. Al Sharpton, 33. Jesse Jackson, 31. Oh, by the way, you know that Jesse's baby, whatever that thing is? Can't play that.
Jesse's baby.
No,
the love child.
The love child thing.
Oh,
Can't play
yeah.
that. Not even close. I listened to about the first two words. That's it. 50 Cent, 14. Johnny Cochran, 14. Mike Tyson, 7. OJ's got only 6. How come Time made OJ so black? Arsenio, 4. Bobby Brown, 4. Michael Irvin, 4. Brian Cox, 3. Alan Keyes, 2. Chuck D's got 1. James Brown, 1. Bishop Curry. I think he's kin to Kid Curry, ain't he? Bishop Victor Curry, 1. And no votes yet. Out of 245, a big 0 for Eddie Murphy, Bill Cosby, Will Smith, and even poor Sammy Davis Jr. They figure leave him with the Jewish thing, all right? You do know what is, huh?
I said, all right.
I'm looking for that thing. What is that under?
The eye?
Yeah, what is that under?
Under the bed.
Oh, I'll never find it. Forget about it. It's not worth it. 12 minutes after 1 at 560 WQM. Let's face it, you've been hearing me talk for a long time, for years now, about Fast Train, and probably wondered if it makes sense for you if you'd like to get out of the rut that your life is stuck in right now. The facts are simple. If you have the dedication, Fast Train can provide you with the necessary training and help you achieve a new high-paying computer career, and they can do it. This is part of the best part of the deal in just 4 short months. Just think about it. By the end of the summer, you can be on your way, working in a great new computer job, getting a big fat paycheck that goes along with it. Fast Train's got day, night, and weekend classes, financial assistance for people who qualify. Once you complete your classes, Fast Train will even help you out in getting a new computer job. So what's not to like? It's really just that easy. Just pick up the phone, make that one easy call that could change your life in a big, big way. They got 7 locations for you, including Miami, Kendall, Fort Lauderdale, and Pembroke Pines. So there's bound to be a Fast Train fairly close by you. Check them out on the web at fasttrain.com and then make that call. And please be sure and tell them that Todd Dreck told you to call. It'll brighten up their day. Call 1-866-FAST-TRAIN.
Live and local. This is 560. The radio's all yours now. QAM.
Absolutely.
We need a leader who will get us back on track.
Yes.
Maybe it's time we had a president who's black.
Roy!
I've seen him on TV dressed up in his soldier clothes. I heard his running mate might just be James Earl Jones. His name is Colin Powell. He happens to be black.
Oh my God.
The latest polls say he's the leader of the pack. Some folks used to close their minds, they say there ain't no way. But the times they changed, who knows, our next one could be gay. I wanna vote Colin.
No. 118, I'd rather have a spastic Colin than him any day of the week. But, you know, there's something for you. You sure as hell can't call him being too black, can you?
No.
Just too full of crap, I think. We'll probably have a poll on that one of these days soon. Which of these people do you think is too full of crap? I know who might win.
Absolutely.
Wait till you hear this, speaking of full of crap. 97-year-old handcuffed and jailed for unpaid traffic ticket.
They won't do that again.
Highland Park, Texas. Boy, they sure love rounding people up in Texas, you know? The old roundup.
They don't mess around.
They like to smoke them out of their holes and go get them. Police say they had no choice but to go by the book when they handcuffed a 97-year-old woman and took her to jail for failing to pay a traffic ticket. Harriet Kelton was arrested last week after officers stopped her for having an expired registration and inspection sticker and realized there was a warrant for her arrest for failing to pay a traffic ticket. Kelton, a former school teacher who's lived in the Dallas suburb for decades, was in police custody for about 2 hours before her attorney arrived, and she was released on her own recognizance. Our real beef with this is that no real judgment was displayed or actually carried out in this incident, said Kelton's son, Dr. Phil Kelton, Jr., a plastic reconstructive surgeon with Baylor University Medical Center. But police spokesman Detective Randy Milliken said the officers had no choice but to arrest Kelton's mother. A warrant begins with the words, "You are hereby commanded to arrest," Milliken said. How do you decide who you arrest and who you don't? How about at age 90, but not at 91 and up? How about between 17 and 20? Phil Kelton Jr. said his mother, in other words, maybe a little bit of judgment could come into play. Oh, no, they haven't got that.
The book.
Can't complain about their judgment because they don't have any. Phil Kelton Jr. said his mother lives alone, cooks her own meals, goes out to lunch regularly, and is involved in the community. She's got good eyesight. All of our enthusiasm should be tempered with judgment, and therein lies my problem with this, and basically Mother's problem with it too, he said. Her other son, David, is a state district judge who said it would be inappropriate for him to discuss the arrest. 97-year-old woman, man, which I think 90 is old enough, but nevertheless, she made it to 97. Out there driving around, she's got good eyesight. I'm sure her reflexes are great, huh? Nobody's asking why a 97-year-old woman is driving. I mean, she's got a few little pimples on her record there, but nevertheless, if you lived in 97, you'd probably have a few pimples on it too. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. Which of these people best fits the description? Too black. And so far, look at that. 4 votes separate the top 3. Louis Farrakhan, 44. Neon Dion, 43. And Al Sharpton be having 40. And Spike Lee's right on her ass, too. He's moving up fast now. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, great show.
Yes, it is.
Kind of surprised that I don't see Don King on that poll.
Well, he is now.
That's why we need you.
That's why we needed your input and insight.
Don and his magic hair.
You got it.
All right, thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot.
All right.
Yeah, he kills me, that Don King, and other people is what we hear. It's amazing, this kind of thing that goes on about people who are like alleged murderers, and that's alleged like 50 Cent and Don King, and they just kind of walk around on the loose like, hey, I'm a big shot, you see?
OJ.
Right, OJ, forget about that. Thank God they didn't play the race card at that trial. Speaking of trials, what's going on with Jason Williams? Huh? The jury was deliberating yesterday. Let's take a quick look at Court TV.
It seems that if they're trying to find out if specifically he tampered with Chris Morris or John Gordonick, they had to answer guilty already to the tampering with witness question. That's me.
Now, they got a jury clock on here on Court TV, but it's not moving. 7 hours, 54 minutes, and 27 seconds. What does that mean? Is that how long they've been deliberating?
Maybe it's jury rigged.
No, seriously, it's got to be longer than that.
We've
Yeah,
got
you
the verdict
can,
form
and
on Court TV.
participate. Go on.
Yeah. Same old crap, man. Just killing time. Just filling up a bunch of time like we are today. At least we got a good excuse. I guarantee you their numbers aren't coming out tomorrow, Court TV.
Ooh,
probably
that
pretty
market.
good, though, when they got the Jason Williams things on, huh? Wouldn't you think?
I'd think.
And remember the clowns, the jackholes who were saying, oh, the Kobe Bryant thing, this is going to be just as big as OJ. Oh, my goodness. Are they out of their mind? I would say half of America don't know Kobe Bryant from Anita Bryant, from Bryant Gumball. Right?
Right. Who?
Exactly. I mean, OJ, nobody don't know OJ. Whether they would like not to know him or not, that's not the point. Nobody don't know OJ and hate him like poison, except in our building. WQAM, hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Can I speak to Neil?
Speaking.
This is Neil?
Yes, it is.
Hey, Neil, can we put you on that poll?
Yeah, okay, great. WQAM, hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Did Jesus kill Jesus?
These guys just related the last two. You can tell, can you? Kissing cousins. WQAM, hello.
Mr. Rogers.
Speaking.
I'd like to nominate Warren Cromartie.
Warren Cromartie, the Crow. Oh, my God. The Crow, he is pretty black now that you mention it, you know what? And that lingo of his is kind of like...
I got your Crowbonics right here, homeboy.
Yeah. I mean, Ebonics is one thing, but only one guy I know does the Crowbonics.
I got your Crowbonics right here, homeboy.
Warren Cromartie. Let's get the old Crow on there. And speaking of Warren, how about Warren Sapp?
Who?
Warren Sapp. I guarantee that Josh will get that on there immediately. Will you not?
I will.
Yes, you will. Or else. WQAM, hello. QAM.
Yeah, is this Neil?
Yes, it is, sir.
Neil, I've got a couple of female entries for your
Well, how about
poll.
just one would be excellent. Narrow it down.
We got Oprah Winfrey yet?
Okay, thank you. Oprah is too black. See, I had to like chop him off mid-sentence because he's got a couple. We're not doing that anymore, okay? Today we draw the line.
Oprah
is fine. That's a good choice. Although I don't really look upon her as being all that black. I look upon her as being like, I don't know. Is she connected with like lots of black causes and stuff?
Yeah, she does.
Yeah. But she kind of like spreads it all around. I don't know. I just can't stomach her. She just makes me ill. I feel like unclean when I see her on my set. Although much worse when Dr. Phil pops on.
Ooh.
See, at least, even though her show blows and she's got nothing to say, at least she accomplished something on her own. She didn't have to be like a spin-off from somebody else.
Nobody propped her up.
I mean, unlike like the Jeffersons, which is a great show and very, very funny in spite of what Tom Chica thinks, without All in the Family, there wouldn't have been no Jeffersons.
Right.
And without Oprah, there wouldn't have been no Dr. Phil. The difference being that the Jeffersons was great and Dr. Phil blows. WQAM, hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes, ma'am.
We forgot Miriam Oliphant.
Oh, how soon we forget.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
She's on there immediately. Thank you. Miriam, the big elephant. Hey, listen, she just got railroaded. You know how that is. It's a racial thing. No matter what it is, anytime a black person does something bad, it's always a racial thing. We know that. Am I right?
Yes.
You bet. That's the American way. The American way. What?
Nothing.
Well, hey, we can't play that no more. We're going to have to clean up her act. In fact, let me just, and I better not. I'll do it during the break. Listen to how good the bleep is in that thing. Hey, you listen to it during the break. We'll both listen to it. All three of us will listen to it. How do you like that?
We'll have a committee
We'll have a committee vote on it and see if we have to stick in there in the middle, cover it up. Because we don't want to be letting no nasty words go on the air because Michael Powell and John Adelstein and Michael Kops, all these other word cops up there in D.C. are going to get all bent out of shape. And there will be people who are monitoring us who are sending off, angry letters. Oh, I heard this and I smelled that. Yeah. And the public sits back and accepts this as though this is what America is all about. And to me, this is the most amazing part, to show you what a fabulous, you think the religionists have done a good job of turning the people's brains to mush. They're pikers when it comes to the mass media. Who's going to be on American Idol, and how come that broad didn't win last week? She got railroaded. It was a raw deal. 26 after 1 at 560 WQM. This Saturday, May 1st, Pompano Park will feature simulcasting of the Run for the Roses, the 130th running of the Kentucky Derby from Churchill Downs. You can watch and plunge on the world's greatest horse race right at Pompano Park this Saturday. There will be early bird wagering on the Kentucky Derby starting at 1 p.m. Friday, and for both days, Pompano Park will have free past performance pages for the Derby field. Are you eating again? On Saturday, it's closing night for the Top of the Park restaurant. The special dining room will open. See, I was going to talk about the dining room. And the special dining room will open extra early at 4:30 p.m. There will also be mint juleps, the official drink of the Kentucky Derby, on sale in a special souvenir glass. And then you can hock it on the way home to get money for gas. Located just a half mile from both I-95 and the Florida Turnpike, Pompano Park is easy to get to, and best of all, Pompano Park gives you free admission, free general parking every single day. Live harness racing in the Poker Room open every Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, like tonight. Poker Room goes on from noon to midnight. Live racing gets underway 7:05 p.m., like tonight. Pompano Park is also open every single day, 7 days and nights a week, featuring the best in simulcasting, harness, thoroughbred, highlight from all across North America for you to watch and plunge your guts on. Pompano Park, a block South Atlantic Boulevard on Powerline Road. For the current racing schedule, 954-972-2000, or go on the web at pompanopark.com. Don't forget, watch and plunge on the Derby this Saturday at Pompano Park.
We're Sports Radio 560 QAM.
This is the Grill, and we're talking hardball on 560 WQAM. Call me, homie, right here at 567-HO-HO. Oh, 56, call me, homie. Let's be talking to Steve in Miami. Steve, you're with me, Warren Kamati.
Well, Crow, what do the Marlins have to do to win the World Series this year?
Oh, that's an easy one, Steve. They gotta swing the bat, hit the ball, pitch some strikes. Remember, the game of baseball is 50% hitting, that's almost half, 50% fielding, 50% pitching, and 25% managing.
But, Crow, that's 175%.
What? Don't you be questioning me. Would you be ignorant?
Be what?
Ignorant. Ignorant, I said. You be ignorant.
Well, no, I'm not ignorant.
Boy, I played professional baseball in a third world country against men half my size. Did you?
Well, actually, I played in... Are you gonna... Can I...
Call me, homie. I'm the Crow. Out at Gate G. Elemental P.
131 at 560 WQM. Curtis Stevenson for the Mad Dog at 2, just for half an hour. Because Mad Dog, like I said, he ain't coming in for a half hour. Even the Crow, you notice, isn't coming in before the baseball game, just for a lousy half hour. But Curtis is around. He's in the building, and he's got nothing else to do anyway. And so he can, polish up his delivery, right?
Right.
So then we got Marlins on deck at 2:30. Marlins at the Rockies 3:05 after last night's barn burner. You got the big 6-10. We apologize in advance. Eddie K follows that. How'd you like to follow 4 hours of the big? Wow. Woo. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon line. Line 9. Hello.
Hi, it's Neil Rogers.
Yes, ma'am.
This is Lori from Arizona, and I just love your show.
Thanks, Lori.
Well, I found a good one. Star Jones.
Who is it?
Star Jones.
Star Jones is excellent, right.
Very good.
Thanks. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
He's in Arizona. Star Jones is a good choice.
Yes.
My set goes in the off position. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. WQAM, hello.
Yeah, Neil?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, hey, first of all, I want to say that beaded curtain girl yesterday was just top notch.
Imam.
The leg just went on forever. Did you say she was in that movie, Anaconda?
She was the Anaconda.
Yeah. Oh.
She was the Anticrista.
Hey, listen, I got one for your poll. Jim Brown, the running back.
Okay, I think we got it. Maybe we left him off. Thanks a lot, pal. Have a great day.
How about Eminem?
All right, don't have to get testy about it. Don't get defensive. He's got 2 votes already. In fact, he's right in there with Bishop Curry. Ever see the two of them together?
No.
Same person. He just lost some weight. Bishop Victor Curry, if there's, there maybe make a list of about half a dozen people who are the real problem in South Florida. Professional agent provocatorum. And he's one of them. I can't think of anything constructive that this man has ever said or done. It's just always belly aching, always, always finding a racist
like that,
under every rock. I beg your pardon?
If you had a gut like that, you'd be belly aching all the time, too.
Oh, he got a big gut?
You never seen him?
I thought Bishop Curry was like a skinny old guy.
We might be thinking of different guys.
I must be confusing him with our old car wash guy at IOD. Spencer.
He was a skinny old guy.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Aren't they the same guy, Bishop Curry and Spencer?
If it's the person I'm thinking of, maybe somebody will clarify it.
I don't think so. I think you got the wrong guy. Bishop Curry is a big, fat, dark complected guy. No, that's Bishop Tutu you're thinking about.
No.
He wears that.
Tutu is just whatever, regular.
Well, I don't want to get into his
Somebody better call and
personal
clear
life.
this up.
Okay, just relax, okay? Calm down. You're a little whipped up about poor Bishop Curry. WQAM, hello.
Yeah, Bishop Curry is kind of skinny.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, he is.
Scrawny guy.
Just curious before I get to my nomination, which I think is kind of historically relevant. Had you ever thought about if Air America even approached you, if you would have done anything with them?
Not really. I didn't expect them to approach me, especially with an agent like I got. And number two, I don't want to do that kind of radio. If they're going to pay me a ton of money, sure.
Yeah, it's too bad because, obviously the guys they got on there now are just not professional.
No, but even that, what they want to do is just, it's not going to sell. It's like a death wish. I mean, why would you want to, throw away all the years that I've invested for, an outfit that's obviously failing already? They've only been on 3.5 weeks or 4 weeks, whatever it's been, and they're already failing. Their people are quitting, and, they've got 2 markets off the deal, and I just don't see it going anywhere.
The checks are bouncing. Have you ever worked for an organization like that before? I guess, well.
No, I have not. No, I haven't worked for one where they
Don't
bounce.
I
work for one right now where it's hard to get a hold of them, okay? That's the only problem. They clear if you can get a hold of it.
What are the odds that Randy gets back to West Palm before the end of the year?
I say pretty good.
Hey, listen, my nomination for a guy who was, I think you would appreciate this, Jim Brown.
Jim Brown?
The original militant.
You mean the one that's got 2 votes on the poll right now?
Oh, is he already on there?
Don't feel bad.
No, then I'll switch it over and I'll say Al Sharpton.
Oh, he's only got 47 votes.
My last chance is John Thompson, coach at Georgetown.
Okay, have a great day, Pally. Wow. 5670560 pound. Well, listen, I got one for you, another athlete.
Okay.
Before Josh's time, though, Bill Russell. Great Celtic superstar, Bill Russell. I mean, he was just, I don't know. He was a real... Oh, and I got another one for you, too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name, though. They called him the Grape... I don't want to say it. It's bad. Basketball player. What was his name?
Dennis Rodman?
Not Dennis Rodman.
Wilt?
Oh, good God. The faxes better start coming in, okay? We're not going to sleep at all tonight. How is that possible? New York Knicks. The Grape Ape.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
No. See, I'm sitting on a sports station, okay? On a sports station. Josh Curtis, man, you are... You
Here
just
we go.
dropped
Come
down.
on, Curtis. Well, like recently? Patrick Ewing.
There you go. Well, what do you mean like recently? Like there used
Well, you're
to
talking
be
Bill Russell, and then you say the Knicks.
Well, there you go. It was Patrick Ewing, of course. Didn't Patrick Ewing play for the Knicks?
Yes, he did, but...
So what are we talking about here, huh? I mean, I don't even follow the NBA, mister.
Different time than Bill
You wouldn't
Russell.
know Bob Cousy from Bob Pettit. How do you like that? That's what you know about basketball. All you know is this crap we got now, this slamma-jamma crap. Anyway, Patrick Ewing. Put him on there. And spell it right. Wasn't he part of the Ewing family? What was that show?
Dallas.
5670560. Yeah, I think he and JR used to be pretty tight. Oh, speaking of JR, have you seen any of the, you don't read the tabloids. What's his name? Larry, that played JR. Who?
Larry Hagman.
Larry Hagman. He is, talk about haggard. He is like on a verge. In the Inquirer, they've had him dying for months now. He just had a liver transplant not too long ago. And now the liver just spit out all the onions and bacon and says, forget about this one, get a new one.
That's his 12th liver.
And he turned it down. He said, no, I'm just giving up. Somebody else better get the liver, all right? I'm just throwing in the towel. WQAM, hello. QAM? Too late, you lose. WQAM, hello.
How about Mike Tyson?
Mike Tyson? How about Mike Tyson? I bet you if I looked on there, I'd find... This is always my favorite part. He's only got a dozen votes, so it's good to mention him again. See, I guess it's my bad. I should just keep reading this list over and over again. So then, but otherwise it's no fun. Because the audience, when people do that, like to go like that. Say, boy, are they dumb? Which of these people best fits the description of too black? Louis Farrakhan, 57. Neon Deion Sanders, 52. Al Sharpton, 47. Jesse Jackson, 42. So the top 4 there are all within and Spike Lee, 39. The top 5, they got a shot. 50 Cent, 20. Johnny Cochran, 15. Mike Tyson's got a dozen. I think I just said that. OJ's got 9. Michael Irvin, 8. Arsenio Hall, 5. Brian Cox, 5. Bobby Brown, he's knocking her down. He's got 4. Don King's got only 3. How's that possible? Alan Keyes, 3. How come? Oh, yeah, Alan Keyes. We didn't even discuss him. Wow, there is one self-hating piece of turd, Alan Keyes. Mr. Goody Two-Shoes, right wing. Oh, I'll tell you another one. I don't know what his name is. Is it Armstrong or Williams or something like that?
Something like that.
You know the one I'm talking about? The right-wing black guy that's on the talking head shows all the time with the little goofy glasses?
How much could they be paying him?
Oh, my God almighty. Let's see. Alan Keyes has got, what has he got? 3. Don King, 3. Will Smith, 2. Miriam Oliphant, 2. Jim Brown, 2. Bishop Curry's got 2. He's a skinny guy. Bill Cosby, 1. Chuck D's got 1. Warren Cromartie. The Crows got 1. Sammy Davis Jr. got 1. And no votes yet. None. 0 for Eddie Murphy. Warren Sapp. Star Jones. Bill Russell. Patrick Ewing just went on. 339. So now we got less than, let's see, it's 1:40. 11:30 tomorrow is what, like 22 less 10. 21 hours and 50 minutes away. Not that we're counting. That's right. A lot of hysteria, a lot of psychosis going on because this is first of all, it's the first book to come after all of this stuff that's going on. First book after Stern got taken off by Cheap Channel, after Big 106 threw in the towel. And all this other stuff. Plus, of course, Mo's got that bad January.
Absolutely.
And let's see if he can make the big comeback, the Mo and Geldy show. Or, of course, if not, well, then especially with Stern being off the air, we might have to start putting our heads together and think of something really good to put on in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
What are you saying?
I'm saying, hey, Mo, bye.
Absolutely.
Bye-bye. And speaking of Mo, when a hair replacement is bad, man, everybody laughs at you. When you got one of them animals crawling around on your head, people look and say, what a silly-looking coot that is. You can always spot a bad hairpiece, but how many good ones go unnoticed? Because Charles Alfieri has been designing and supplying great-looking hair systems to showbiz people and ordinary guys like you for more than 35 years. He's appeared as a guest on Good Morning America, The Today Show, CBS Morning News, introducing his patented hair system that offers you the most amazing natural hairline system in the universe. Now, the most critical area of any hair system is the hairline. In other words, like it looks like it's growing out of your scalp, then it's okay. If it looks like something is crawling around up there, ain't okay. And Charles Alfieri's new skin-like hair system is so great looking, it is 100% undetectable. And Charles gives you this guarantee. You try his hair system for 30 days.
About 30, man.
And after a month, if you don't love the way it looks and feels and smells, if you're not getting clawed at by men, women, and everything that moves, even animals, return it for a full refund. And Charlie also services and repairs existing hair systems, including shampoo and trim. So don't delay. Call Charlie today and get yourself a great-looking piece. Look better and younger than you ever dreamed you could again. Call toll-free 1-800-321-2413. Forget that cue ball look. Forget the Mo look.
Absolutely.
Who wants to look like that? Make that call today. 1-800-321-2413 or check them out on the web at charlesalfieri.com.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Want a lollipop, little boy?
Tonight on A&E, Biography salutes Black History Month.
Hello, I'm Jack Perkins. Join me for a look at the legacy of African Americans who contributed to the black culture of today. Nantan Moreland, Moms Mabley, Slappy White, Eddie Anderson, Roscoe Lee Brown, Kelsey Brown, Rodney Allen Rigby, Eugene Robinson, Tim Moore, Blowfly, Shirley Hemphill, Yaphet Kodo, Lawrence Hilton Jacobs, Melba Moore, Melba Toast, LaWanda Page, Sambo, Jackie Karina, Buckwheat, Stephen Fadgett, Urkel, Ernestine Wade, Godfrey Cambridge, Whitman Mayo, Butterfly McQueen, Johnny Brown, Pigmate Markham, Willie Tyler, Dan Lester.
All this month on A&E.
I'm starting to get pretty good at that. You know that one-finger deal?
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh. Man, now I think only you and I and Boca Brian are the only three people in the world that know what he said in there. Jackie Mo is what he said. All you got to know is Jackie Mo. I didn't even know Jackie Mo was black. I thought he was Jewish. That's what your good friend Jackie Lee used to say. All you got to know is Jackie Mo. Oh, see, you had forgotten what was in there, didn't you?
No, I didn't forget.
I didn't either, thank goodness. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T. All the bleeps, all the time. Got to give it one of these, one of those, yeah, a couple of these. Because nobody can say nothing no more. And the American public just sits back. Oh, yeah, whatever you say, massa. Anything you say, massa. Very submissive, just caving right on in, whatever they tell us. See, in our case, we want the money. So I don't give a crap what they tell us. If they want us just to play 4 hours of that, real easy. Okay, put it on an endless loop. No problem. Just make sure those checks show up. Close to on time would be nice for the accounting bitch. WQAM, hello.
Yeah, hi. You missed J.J. Walker.
J.J. Walker, we got him on there right now because you said it. Thank you. J.J. Walker, yeah, he's annoying. Very annoying and that whole act of his very offensive. In fact, you would know now. Well, I don't know. Going back to like Amos and Andy, all those stereotypical black folks that are on there. Like Esther Roll. What about her? Did we put her on there? No. Too black. That whole show, Good Times. I think that was Bad Times for the black folks. Good Times. She's still dead, by the way, Esther Roll. WQAM, hello.
I have a nominee for your list today.
Yes, sir.
Chris Rock.
Okay, we'll put him on there with great reluctance. He says Chris Rock. We like Chris Rock a lot, but I can see where he's coming from. He's pretty black.
Yeah.
Well, I don't mean just literally. I mean in every sense of the word. When Chris Rock comes out, you don't have any doubts that here's a black comic. You know, not just a guy that's funny. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. What are you saying?
No. I don't know. Just put him on there. Make him happy. WQAM, hello.
Neil,
Yes, sir.
I got one for the poll.
All right.
Puff Daddy.
Puff Daddy is a magnificent choice. In fact, he's making a comeback now. He's pretending to be an actor. Oh, man. He blows. He just makes me want to gag. I'm so glad we got him on there before the show ended. P. Diddy. Be sure and put it on there, P. Diddy, or he'll come and bitch slap you, Josh.
I already put Puff.
Well, I'm sure Eric will straighten that out to protect your, your future. Wait till you hear this story, speaking of that. Virus stalking the Vegas Strip. The Centers for Disease Control has been helping Las Vegas deal with an outbreak of gastrointestinal illness. Too bad we can't play those other sounds. Well, we can play some of that. Gastrointestinal illness is the bane of the cruise industry, and of course anybody goes on a cruise, they deserve whatever they get. Josh, you ever go on a cruise?
No.
Don't. George?
No, talking about those gambling cruises to nowhere for
whatever they
6
are.
hours or something like
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
Don't.
Okay.
Gastrointestinal illnesses have struck the Las Vegas gambling district. One casino hotel received 1,660 complaints of such illnesses between December and last week, an outbreak that drew the attention of the Centers for Disease Control. The California Hotel and Casino, where I never even heard of it. Guests and gamblers became ill, was asked to sanitize dice twice per 8-hour shift and chips and coins at least once a week, said David Tonelli, spokesman for Nevada Clark County Health District. These hotel systems are where you were 2 years ago, David Forney, chief of the Centers for Disease Control's Vessel Sanitation Program, told the annual meeting of cruise industry executives today in Port Everglades. A lot of people are learning what you did 2 years ago. CDC officials have been helping Vegas deal with the outbreak, and the local health department expects to have a meeting soon with casino hotel representatives to discuss public health concerns. Over the past few years, cruise lines have reported to the CDC several thousand cases of gastrointestinal illnesses, including the Norwalk virus or norovirus aboard ships. Fallout from the outbreaks, as well as from the war in Iraq, put a considerable dent in the now recovering travel business. Las Vegas health officials noted that not all of the 1,660 complaints of gastrointestinal illness at the California Hotel and Casino were confirmed as norovirus. The outbreak at the hotel casino a block from the Vegas Strip reached a peak in March and appears to be on the wane, Tonelli said. Well, that's the good news. It's waning in Vegas, which nobody cares because they're all going to stay inside anyway, which is what they want. They don't want you to go outside. They don't want you ever to leave. They want to get you in there and lock the doors from the inside, from the outside. Keep your ass locked in. Isn't that basically what they want? Yes.
Right.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun. I'm not going back, but it's tremendous. Oh, gee, how can you say that, Neil? You go try it now. Josh is going there this coming month, right?
Yeah, very soon.
He's going very soon to Vegas. Going to have a wonderful time, lose his ass, and that'll be it. But he'll come back all smiles, ear to ear. Oh, it was great. And he's right. It's a lot of fun. I'd rather take somebody else's money and lose it.
Right. Don't get married, by the way.
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm not going to get married. I'm not going to Vegas again. And if I lose anybody's money, how about Greg Reed? A couple of million would be good. Small change to him. Look at that race. We got Louis Farrakhan, 61. Deion Sanders, 56. Al Sharpton, 48. Spike Lee, 45. Jesse Jackson, 45. We got a 5-way race, man.
Live and local. Here's Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Back in the day when someone done us wrong, we didn't take their crap. In Pearl Harbor, when the Japs dropped their bombs, we bombed them back. And now the Saudis, they hit us hard. And on our cars, our little flags wave, as that Saudi-loving retard points the bombers the wrong way. And I'm embarrassed to be an American, where they follow Bush like sheep. The United States of arrogance, led by Bush and his family, greed they got this country. Handling towards the darkest days in our history. I don't want to be a Pax American in the USA. What's a few thousand innocent lives? Stop living in the past. If you want that SUV to drive, you're gonna need more gas. It's the greatest country in the world, they train us to believe. And anyone who says that obviously can't afford to leave. And I'm embarrassed to be an American, where we patriotically wave a flag in one hand with our head in the sand and blindly follow the powers that be. Apathetic, watching State Front News on a 65-inch screen. Scratch your part, everything's okay. In the USA.
Anyhow, we got a minute to go. Then we got Curtis Stevenson for half hour, and then the Marlins, man, in Colorado. It's been a wild series. A lot of run scoring. 13-10 they lost last night. They'll bounce back today. Am I right or what, huh?
Yeah.
Yours is really whipped up about it, right?
What you talking about?
Marlins, man. Marlins, that stuff. Oh, speaking of wrapping up the flag and stuff like that, for many Iraqis it was the final insult. Again and again they expressed outrage yesterday that Iraq's U.S.-appointed and unelected leaders had overnight abolished the old Iraqi flag, seen by most Iraqis as the symbol of their nation, and chosen a new one. A new and creative way to piss off the Iraqis. Aren't we doing a hell of a job?
We're liberating them.
What gives these people the right to throw away our flag to change the symbol of Iraq? Asked Salah, a building contractor of normally moderate political opinions. It makes me very angry because these people were appointed by the Americans. I will not regard the new flag as representing me, but only traitors and collaborators. And agitators, and I do like them mashed taters. Anyway, let's see. The poll is tight, man. Hop on that poll and vote today. We got a really 5-way race. It's going somewhere. Tomorrow, 11:30 in the morning, man. Get your cheeks all puckered up. It's going to be a hell burner.
Bye. The Neil Rogers Show on 560 WQAM, Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
Manny Ramirez.